Welcome to Ghost Club Paranormal. Don't go changing that channel now, as we have one hell of a show for you. From ghouls that lurk in the dead of night, to modern-day technology that is sure to blow your mind. It's the number one stuff for spooky folk like you, so turn off the lights and let's get to. Ghost Club is sponsored by...
Hello. Hi guys. So sorry that we're late. It's been a busy day.
Been a day.
Welcome in everybody. We already have over 100 people here already. Thank you guys.
Is up? What is up?
Dude, these lives have been so much fun. We're so happy that you guys are actually coming to join us again. I know it's a weird time of day to do this at. But this is the only time we have, so
Yeah.
We are back in camp again, just like last week, because we're going to be talking about our Macky Mansion episode, which took place in Virginia City, and so we're still in Cowboy Town, that's for sure. So we got a little cowboy camp set up. We have Chester over here. We have our Dr. Pepper in the background, our Scooter. Somebody commented on our last live stream and was like, that Scooter is too close to those flames.
They're not wrong.
Yeah,
but
I was actually going to
go are resilient. So
yeah.
Speaking
of scooters, we do have a fun surprise for you guys. But you won't see that till like next week. Not next week. Sorry, next month. Oh, I have editing brain. I have been editing all day today, and I had like a plan for the stream tonight, and then I edited, and then I forgot everything that I wanted to say, and I was like, fuck everything. I'm just over everything. So just bear with us, guys. Hey guys, what's up? David, thank you for being on Mystery Man. Thank you so much. We love you guys. Thank you, Frankie888. Thank you so much for your donation.
I won. Yes.
Sorry. What was your with 65 swear words spoken in last video, of course, Mandy the potty mouth.
I got 38 of those. Woohoo! Fuck yeah.
Scooter giveaway? No, but that is a good idea. We should do a scooter giveaway.
A signed scooter giveaway.
We just need to do a giveaway in general soon here. That's definitely a good idea. So, I have this idea. I don't know if you guys would be interested in this, but like we have so many of these Polaroid photos that we take on investigations. So I don't know if you guys would be interested if we done like kind of a signed photo or something like that. Maybe like a little like package or something. I think that would be kind of fun.
That would be so fun. I think people like that.
All right. So who else do we have in the house? Rob. Hi, Rob. Jade, can you do your Sharon Osbourne impression again? It's been stuck in my head for 2 weeks. And no, Alex. No, that was shit. I'm so sorry.
Redo.
You're the beer thief, Alex. Our viewers just dropped. Our viewers,
I know.
Just lost 100.
Just go down and down.
Thanks. Over 200 people in the chat now.
I know. I think it's time to acknowledge the t-shirts of tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Who are you wearing tonight, Mandy?
I'm so glad you asked. I'm wearing Noah. Isn't that great?
That's beautiful.
It's wonderful.
We should tell them about the wedding, the the wedding website thing.
We should. Hold on. I have a picture. Don't worry, guys. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty stuff, but this is equally as important. Okay.
So basically, as you guys know, I have been planning my wedding, and that's happening in only in 3 months. Girl, oh my gosh. Me and Mandy haven't talked all day. She has been working all day. I have some fun news, though. I found an officiant.
Oh,
Guess who it is?
finally. Who?
Samantha! Samantha the medium! She's gonna do it for us!
Wait, since when is she an officiant? What?
Today? Literally today. I know, it's so exciting, guys. If you oh God, she's been on a lot of episodes now. I don't know, the first I can't even remember how many episodes she's been on, but the more recent ones was Cosmopolitan Hotel. She came to the Witch's Tower with us.
Yes.
So
that's honestly though, she's like perfect for it.
She is. She really, really is. Thank you so much, Kathy.
You,
Kathy is literally one of the best people, one of the best supporters anyway, that I know. She really, really does come through for us every time we do a live. So really, really appreciate that donation, Kathy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm already off topic. I'm everywhere. I'm scatterbrained today, Mandy.
No, that's okay.
Let me see your shirt again. What's oh yeah, you know, we're talking about the wedding website.
It's Noah, but okay, so do you want me to tell it?
Yeah. No, you go. You tell it.
So you guys, Jade is obviously getting married and I'm in her wedding party. And I believe I'm the only non-married individual in this wedding party. So what does she do? So nice. On her wedding tab, her website, she's got all of her bridesmaids and everybody listed, and it's got all their beautiful wedding pictures, like everybody. But since I'm not married, she made me married, and I just really want everyone to see how wonderful this is. Can you see it? Oh, hold on.
It's a little overexposed.
No.
Yeah, no. It's pretty overexposed.
Wait. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can see it better there.
It's me and Noah.
But it's funny because all of the wedding guests, they're gonna see that and they're not gonna think twice about it. Like my sister, who's a bridesmaid, she saw it and she was like, "Wait, Mandy's married?" And I was like, "No." So it's just kind of like an inside joke between me and Mandy, just there on the wedding website. It's fun.
That's so funny. All right, let's see your shirt.
Real fast, Jade, what's your fiance's opinion on the paranormal? That is a very good question. Ooh. Spirited Investigations. So my partner, he grew up religious and he doesn't really like to dive into the paranormal or anything like that. It actually really, really worked out for me in the beginning of Ghost Club because it was nice to have a second opinion on like an EVP or something like that. And he was able to, you know, be like, "Oh, it could be this or it could be that." And I'm like, yeah, you know, you're right. And then, but it was always really cool when I got a piece of evidence that he couldn't explain. And that's when I knew that like I have something good here, you know? So yeah, you know, I took him to the Edinburgh Vaults when we went to Scotland and took him on a ghost tour. And he like, again, he's just like not really into it. And the woman on the ghost tour, I remember she was like, "If you knock 3 times, sometimes the dark entity will come out." And she's like, "Knock, knock, knock." And he just looks at me and he's like, "Why would she do that?" And then she's like, "Nothing happened. Let's try that again. Knock, knock, knock." And he's like, "She's done it twice." Why?
Why does she keep going?
Why does she keep trying to summon this dark thing like on her tour? So yeah. And then my shirt today, in honor of Beardo, who recently made an episode about us, I am wearing my Slipknot t-shirt. Yeah. So got that. Oh dang, I was supposed to bring a picture. I have a picture. I forgot to grab it before, but it's basically a picture of me. I'm like 10 years old and I'm wearing a Slipknot t-shirt and I've got like a face mask on and I'm just so mad. I'm just such an angry 10-year-old little girl.
That seems very fitting.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Thank you so much, Lily, for your donation.
Lily, coming in
we
hot.
Appreciate you. So sweet. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's so nice.
And thank you guys. Anybody who wants to donate, you guys know that it goes towards our future investigations. Mm-hmm. And big announcement is we have a bunch of investigations coming up in a couple of weeks here. We're taking 2 weeks off to travel the US to do one massive road trip, which I am so excited for.
So excited.
We were gonna fly out, and then just like recently we decided that we're just gonna drive. So we're gonna drive like 3 days straight and to get to like our first set of locations. And yeah, I'm just really, really excited for that.
So
So
excited.
all your guys' donations, that is definitely going to help out with gas. It's going to help out with food. It's going to
Yeah.
help out with hotels. And yeah, I'm very, very excited for this journey. And again, we couldn't do it without you guys and your donations. And they've been so, so helpful over these past few live streams. So again, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, thank you. This is literally a GC Pam. Oh, wait, hold on.
GC Pam? Who's GC Pam?
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Is
Okay.
our third member. We're introducing a new team member called Pam.
Pam. Did you say Pam with an N? Okay, anyway. GCP fam funded trip. So thank you guys. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, seriously.
Don't give me a hard time. I'm struggling.
Oh, this is going to be such a fun live stream tonight, guys. You have no freaking idea. We got, thank you so much, Timothy, for your donation as well. Guys, seriously, like, I appreciate every single one of you so much. I really, really do.
Wait, Timothy, I have been trying to go to Gettysburg with somebody for like years now. That's why.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, we 1,000% will be doing a Gettysburg.
I almost went there by myself because I was like, I just want to fucking investigate it.
I would investigate it with you. I know it's definitely more your thing, like the whole battlefield thing. Yeah, just as long as it's not too hot, I'll go. Michelle, what the fuck is a beardo? Lol. So his name is Dale. So I'm actually gonna call him by Dale because
Dale.
I am respectful enough that I will find out his name and I will use his name. I will not call him the gray-haired man with dreadlocks because it's just not respectful to me. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call him Dale. So hi, Dale. I know you're going to be watching this, and I know that a lot of your viewers are probably here as well. First off, I really don't even know where to begin with this, Mandy. I really, really don't. You're going to have to check the comments and stuff like that.
Yes.
And put some up on the screen.
You're gonna pop off, and I'm gonna sit here, and I'm just gonna plug in comments.
That's not what's happening at all. No popping off for me. I genuinely did actually find his video funny. It was a reaction video. He calls it a debunk. I call it a reaction video. He may be debunking. Okay, so Dale doesn't believe in paranormal equipment, period. So of course anybody who uses paranormal equipment is automatically fake, and that's where we're at. That's pretty much just where we're at, and that's fine. That's his opinion. But it's kind of, and when he put that out, it was totally fine. Again, I actually watch him and I watch other debunkers, and I do think that they are important for the paranormal community. And Mandy, you don't really watch debunkers all that much, but when you come over to my house, I'm always like, check this out. You know, like, listen, I live for reality TV. I don't want to be involved in it. I really, really don't. So when they're actually debunking like a legitimate fake paranormal team, like that's where it's at. That's where the content's at. And I love that. Okay. But
Yeah.
when I was a little bit surprised, I really was. I was a bit surprised to see us on his channel.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, hell, buckle up. Let's see what he has to say. And he was genuinely actually very quite, he was all right. Like, I don't know. See, I didn't know if I wanted to on this live, like actually show that whole video that he done, but I was going to do that originally. But then because I wanted to fill in the blanks because he was missing a lot of context in that video. But then I decided, nah, if you guys want to watch the video, you can go over there and you can watch the video yourself. The channel is Beardo Gets Scared, and no hate or anything like that. Please don't send them any hate. I know that you guys are a very nice, respectful community and things like that. I just want to make sure that I make that really clear, because at the end of the day, it's just banter, right? It's just I don't think that you meant anything bad about the video or anything like that, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's gotten to the point, debunkers in general, sometimes they have like a really good home run with a debunking episode. They do a lot of research, they have a lot of good things, and I do believe that these fake paranormal channels, they do have to be weeded out, right?
Yeah.
But to do an episode on us, just a comment on us, is just kind of a bit like, it just seems like he hasn't got much. Actually, I'm going to say him, but just a lot of people, like, if they go to make a video about us, because I know fucking Angry Cajun, he done an episode. You weren't on this episode, Mandy. Now that is, he properly like went hard and said some really messed up stuff, and I'm just like, oh god, I didn't comment on it or anything like that. But yeah, that was definitely a rough time. But he has a very small following as well. There was no real damage done to like Ghost Club or anything like that. Just a lot of people in the comments, hate comments, all that stuff. And yeah, so it wasn't until so I watched his episode and I sent him a message, and he was basically very respectful in return, and that was nice. And the episode that he covered was our Macky Mansion episode, which we will be talking about today. Now, just keep in mind, guys, that episode was our 1 year anniversary from going back to that day. It was an experiment, if anything. We wanted to see if we could make communication, I wanted to see if I could make communication with my Nana, who passed away 2 years ago to that date, because our last Macky Mansion episode was absolutely insane.
Totally crazy.
So it was all just an experiment. That's all it was just going back and seeing if the energy had changed, if it had stayed the same. A lot of people from his comments saying like, why would our Nana be there? And it just kind of blows my mind a little bit, because they're not watching our stuff, so they can only go off of what they watch on that video that he made. And it's just a little bit insensitive, I guess. I will give him this. He did say that he cut a lot of that out because he didn't want, he understood the grieving process and stuff like that. He wouldn't have ever like said anything about that. So but I guess out of all of this, it's really difficult for us to put our personal lives and our personal journey out there for everyone to see. We've built an amazing community who understands us, and they're respectful. When our episodes are shown to other people who are just going to rip into it, right? That's kind of like, it does kind of make you go, ugh, like this is kind of rough. Like this is a little hard, because it's treading on very light ice kind of thing. Because I know that he didn't mean to offend us by any means. I think that there are other channels that he should be looking into as a debunking channel. But at the same time, he chose us, and it is what it is, right? We can put our big girl pants on.
Oh yeah.
But hey, Beardo is in the freaking chat.
He's here. What's up?
Oh, sorry, I didn't see your first your comment that you had up. Sorry. Hello, Beardo.
Welcome.
Rock on, dude. And that's actually great. No, Beardo, you're okay. Oh my gosh, Beardo, you're not going to get fed to the wolves. You're not getting fed to the wolves. Trust me. Everything that I've said so far, I feel like I've been pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Um,
No, you're good. You're good.
but listen, I do believe, and call me naive, right? But I do believe that there is a world where debunkers and paranormal channels can get along, like paranormal investigators. They can get along because
Oh,
they
for
they
sure.
literally need each other, right? Debunkers need paranormal investigators to debunk, and paranormal investigators, if you're legitimate, need debunkers to learn from, to grow.
Mhm.
And that's just what it is, right? They both go hand in hand. So I don't think that there should be any hate spread, any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Beardo, I did see in your live though that you done today, obviously from our thumbnail picture, for this live stream, those were comments from your video. And I will say this is I know that you didn't mean to go hard on us at all. And to be fair, it wasn't. But it's the comments that can get a little bit too much, you know? The jokes that we were making in that episode, those were jokes. The jokes that you were making in your episode about our episode making jokes was jokes. Like,
Yeah.
but it's where the comments are just a bit like, ew. At the end of the day, me and Mandy, we do have professional jobs,
Yes.
and even though you may not be able to manage or monitor all of those comments, at the end of the day, it is your channel. You are responsible for it, just like Ghost Club is my channel. I'm responsible for it. And the terms of service, if somebody's calling somebody a certain thing, terms of service, it doesn't always pick up on that. Even when somebody leaves a comment and then it goes straight into the held for review. If you go into a YouTube studio, the only people with YouTube channels will know this, but if you go into YouTube studio, you can look at your comments, you can go to the held for review, and then from there you'll see like these like the nastier comments, right? And for the longest time I thought that they just were automatically hidden. They're not. So things like that. At the end of the day, I feel a little bit defeated, honestly. I'm trying to stay like strong and positive because our channel has been doing so well, and I really, really just want to see it keep going, keep growing, and I want to be surrounded by positivity. Like who doesn't? But debunking channels, even though if they're not meaning to put that kind of stuff out and that much hate out, you have to have some accountability. You have to be able to say, yeah, like I'll delete those comments. And this happened, I guess, I don't know if it's bringing back some like memories from way back in the day when I first started this channel out. And I went to go and investigate with Patrick from the Haunted Side. I don't think I've ever told this story before. Patrick, he doesn't do paranormal anymore. A lot of people who are deep within the paranormal community probably know him. But I went over to collaborate with him, and I was such a small channel, and like tiny, tiny channel. And this to me was huge. Like, oh my gosh, I'm collaborating with this guy who has all these followers and subscribers, and like he knows he can get into all these really cool haunted locations. And I was just so excited. And I was filming for one of my episodes, and he just done a live stream for like an hour and posted it. And Mandy, the amount of comments that were on that were so rude towards me, I was shocked, completely shocked.
Yeah.
And that was the first time that I'd ever experienced like true hate. And it's not a joke. It's like actual hate. Just because he was investigating with a girl. And obviously this is like a super male dominated field, and it's really, really hard to make a name for yourself within the community if you're a female. That's just the way it is. It's nobody's fault. It's just the way it is, right? And I was up till like 4 o'clock in the morning, just like feeling like I was in the twilight zone. Like, what do I do? Oh my God, everyone hates me. And I messaged him and I said, hey, there are a couple of comments that are just like a little bit too overboard for me and I just don't want that out there about me. Can you please delete them? And he responded right away and he told me he's not going to delete them. Any comment's a good comment. If I'm going to do YouTube, I have to have a backbone and I have to just get over it. And I was like, whoa, okay, like, all right, I guess I'm just gonna have to get over it then. And I did. I made a vlog about it. I wrote a song about it. I fucking done everything that I could with that. Right? I had to like purge, purge that, right? And ever since then, I told myself, like, if somebody is leaving hate, I don't know what's going on with my camera, sorry. If somebody is leaving hate on my episodes about anybody that I know, anybody who I feel that doesn't deserve it, they're getting taken down. And I do monitor that like really, really well, I feel. And I've had to delete block a lot of people who just don't bring anything good to the channel at all. I just don't want it. I don't want around it. I don't want to be around it. Sorry. That's not what I want our community to be in the slightest. It's difficult for debunkers because, of course, their thing is to slag people off, right? Their thing is to call everything fake, even with no context whatsoever. Not saying that happens on every single debunk or anything like that, but it's getting a bit old. It's getting a bit old. Unfortunately, I've seen it with a lot of my friends personally, very, very sweet girls who get absolutely dragged through the dirt backwards. And it really puts them in a dark place. And I just don't want to get to a dark place, honestly. I don't think that it will. Beardo, the comments were response comments from people that are not regulars on the community. And that's totally fine. And, you know, I'm not saying like, even if those people didn't come directly from your members or your community, if you want to avoid people giving that kind of hate, you can make your videos only for your community if that's how you want to do things, which I wouldn't really recommend. You're not going to grow that way. Or B, monitor it, you know? That's kind of, I don't know, that's the only two kind of options that I can think of right now anyway. Yeah, and I don't really know what else to say on that. I know on Beardo's live, he did mention that the comments definitely didn't come from his video at all. And they did. And if you need proof of that, I have screenshots. I'm a girl, okay? I have screenshots. I screenshot everything. But I mean, it's what I really want to talk about here is it's not, and again, I'm going to say this, Beardo is not dragging us through the mud backwards. He's not. It was for fun. It was genuinely funny. I found it funny. It's just how people take things and perceive things. And I found the comments and addressed it in the community post. Thank you, Beardo. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, thank you.
Again, I respect you. I respect other debunkers, like Mythos, for example. Mythos is actually the only debunker who has ever reached out and genuinely, like, we chat on the regular. If he has any comments, questions, or concerns, he comes straight to me. I was the one that sent him the raw footage of when it looked like there was a string when we investigated the Garnet House. And I was very upfront with him about that. And I was like, it doesn't make any sense. And we debated about this back and forth for a really long time. And I don't know if he's still going to put anything out about that. I think he is planning on putting something out about that. But, you know, he's not going to say that we were trying to intentionally fake anything or we put a string there or anything like that. That's a whole other story, guys. Clearly, we didn't tie a string to a doll and pull it off a chair because that doll has freaking fallen on everybody else's investigations who went after us. I don't know what's happening with that doll. Justin put it on the other side of the room and it still falls off. So I don't know what's going on with that. Before I go any further, because guys, I know I'm rambling. We've been on this live for 30 minutes and all I've done is talk nervously because this is such a weird topic to talk about because I don't usually talk about this stuff. I don't. But at the same time, it has to be talked about. It has to be talked about. Where is the debunking community going at this point is what I want to know. Because I'm seeing more and more debunks of equipment. And that's, listen, again, I'm all in for a good debunk. But debunking videos on equipment, like said REM pod, right? If there's a REM pod and it goes off because somebody has a walkie-talkie, well, we say that all the time on our episodes. If we do have a walkie-talkie, which is very rare that we bring walkie-talkies on investigations, but we'll let people know the walkie-talkie is going to set this off. Just be like, just try and not walkie-talkie 24/7, kind of thing like that. But the point that I'm trying to put across is every chef uses a knife, right? Just like every paranormal investigator uses a REM pod. Now, there are people out there that can harm people with a knife. Does that mean that every chef is going to harm somebody with a knife? No.
Yeah.
They're going to use it to chop whatever they're chopping. I don't know if that's a really bad analogy. I think it is. But the point that I'm trying to put across is not every paranormal investigator who has a REM pod is going to fake REM pod activity.
Yeah.
And it's just starting to become a thing now where it's like REM pods. If anybody has a REM pod, debunk, don't believe it. Next, they're fake. They're fake. Next. Anybody who now has a spirit box is fake. So it's like, what are we supposed to do? And this is a genuine question for the debunkers. I really want somebody to chime in. And if there are any debunkers here, I will send you a link to join in to this live. Because I genuinely want to know, because I think that this whole thing is a learning process, and I would love to actually really properly talk to somebody other than Mythos, because again, I have talked to him in the past. Side-eye guy, hi Jade and Mandy, I'm aware that you know that I'm also making a video on you soon. Maybe give it a miss. If you don't watch the videos or read the comments, then sorry, I don't have my glasses on. If you don't watch the videos or read the comments, then they have no power over you. That's actually really good advice, side-eye guy. And I do appreciate that. And I know that you're going to be making a video soon about, I think, the McIntyre Villa. And I do want to bring something up, though, because I think the whole balloon thing that you had mentioned in Crow of Judas's live, I don't know if he said anything, but there's no that the balloon thing isn't really our idea. There's a big helium tank that's inside the house, and the owner actually encourages paranormal investigators to blow up a balloon and see what happens. So that's the reason why we done it, where it was just another experiment. And yeah.
And that
But
balloon
again,
wasn't even our balloon, by the way.
Well, the first
one was not our balloon.
The first one wasn't our balloon. But I genuinely, sorry, I feel really bad that I'm not actually reading these comments. So thank you, Mandy, for just letting me talk.
Yeah, no, you're good. I know you had a lot to say.
Yeah.
I feel like I have some things I want to say too.
Yeah.
But I know the way that we do things is a little bit different, and that's totally fine. And I personally, I just block it out because that is the only way that I can move forward in life. That's just how I don't watch debunkers. I don't watch reaction. Anything that's made about us, I don't watch it just because I just don't want to put my energy into that. And that's fine. Everyone's to each their own. But I will say, just because a couple things, just kind of backtracking a little bit. We are women, so we're going to get a lot more hate than men. That's just standard in any community. And which is fine. You take it with a grain of salt. It is what it is. We're going to get hated on no matter what we do. So we might as well just keep doing what we're doing and have fun with it. I'm having a fucking blast. I don't care if people think I don't give a fuck if people think I'm a bitch, if they think that I'm fake, if they think I'm a bimbo, that I'm uncultured, which, by the way, I'm an anthropologist, by the way. I'm just going to throw that one out there. Everyone can say whatever they want about me, because at the end of the day, I'm living my life the way I want to, and I'm having a fucking blast, and I'm doing everything I want to do. And I have nothing to hide. I've been truthful. I'm very transparent. I'm very dramatic. I'm what you see is what you get. I am literally the definition of face value. Okay. So, so that's where I stand on that. I just let people say what they're going to say. Because at the end of the day, most of these people, if you were to stand face to face in front of them, they would never say that to your face. They would chicken out. So it's just people behind a keyboard, and that's totally cool.
Yeah.
In regards to equipment, I think people trying to debunk equipment is great. Like, that's cool. Like, these things were created for us to use. Let's see where it's going wrong. Let's see how we can make things better. But this idea that we can't use any sort of paranormal equipment on an investigation because there's a chance that it could be a false positive or it could be not accurate, I think is crazy. Because at the end of the day, like, when you limit the amount of equipment you're using, you're limiting spirit, truly. Like, it is what it is. You're limiting them. Whether you think they're real or not, whether you're getting a false read or not, like, spirit can manipulate anything it wants to. And so that's why we make these devices, because they can manipulate it. And the idea is that as an investigator, we need to use logic and reason, right? So if we're talking to a spirit and it's a very specific conversation and we get a word that doesn't make any sense, then that's a false read. It's not connected. That's fine. But that's our job as investigators, to try to like deduce and figure out, what fits, what doesn't, and just use logic and reason with that as best as we can in these situations, which of course, spirituality, logic and reason, it doesn't always fit with that. Right. But the idea is just to allow spirit to manipulate it, do the best you can. If we take away the equipment, then we're limiting them. And then we're just going to be left with pretty much nothing for them to use. And I don't personally like limiting spirit in that way. So people can hate on equipment all they want, but at the end of the day, like, this is our job as investigators, is to try everything and see what comes through.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've had some amazing responses with equipment. From my understanding, from starting off in the paranormal, the reason why equipment is there is because it's like, even if one thing goes off or one thing is, like a response comes through that device, if there's another piece of advice, they can back it up and validate that.
Exactly.
And you're feeling something, that's something. Like, I mean, that's kind of like what we look for. The more things happen, the more it's like, okay, now we're kind of getting somewhere,
Yeah.
Just like, for example, sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off, but I do want to make this point. Like, for example, Beardo, he brought it up in, I can't remember if it was the first video or the live, but the little spirit lights that we use. The first time, listen, we're all about just trying new things, right? So we get these spirit lights, and the first time we ever used them was on the Witch's Tower, where there's a big like pentagram on top of that, and we put one at the edge of every single point of the pentagram. And after a little while, when we were starting to get a little bit of activity, they all started lighting up at pretty much the same time, like one by one by one. And we were like totally blown away by this, because it was very, very strange. That may have been one of the biggest coincidences ever. But it's like, after that moment, we're like, well, let's use these on a few other investigations and see what happens with them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And Side-Eye's comment about the balloon thing, heavily into the balloon movement being paranormal, didn't attempt to offer another explanation. Well, I mean, to be honest, like, we actually never once was like, this is a ghost. We never said that.
No.
Like, we
And
were
just
just
to
like,
add on
that's
that,
weird.
Which I don't remember that episode if it was in it or not, but for a while we talked about, because like obviously with balloons they rise in heat, and I know that, and it was like, we sat there for a while. We never once said this was paranormal or anything. The only reason why we even thought that it could potentially be paranormal was some of the responses that were coming through on things were talking about the green balloon. And so we were just at this point doing what we do as investigators, just trying to relate things and see what fits, what doesn't. But we never were like, this is a ghost that made the balloon. It just was weird that this balloon, you know, again, totally could have a very logical reason for it, not paranormal whatsoever. It's just that after 3 weeks of this balloon sitting in the same spot, it just decided to move when we were there and go up. Again,
And
paranormal.
across the room, like while
And
we were there,
across the whole
I never
fucking house and
noticed
up 3
it.
floors. And that's
Yeah.
fine. Again, you know, we can't confidently say it's paranormal at all.
Exactly.
But it was something to work off of because it was interesting, and the responses we were getting were relating to the green balloon. So, you know,
Yeah.
it just what we do as investigators is we're just like trying to piece together the puzzles, you know,
Yeah.
the puzzle pieces.
If something
and-
like that happens, we're gonna look a little bit more into this green balloon instead of just starting at a random spot where nothing's happening, you know?
Yeah, it
That's
just happened to be
how
there, and it was like, well, let's
Yeah.
go with that and see, you know, where it takes us.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. And like Beardo said here, and I agree with you, Beardo, 100%. Like, and again, everyone's entitled to their opinions, and we can all agree to disagree, and that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Not everything is spirit when these things come through. Trust me, I know. I'll get responses, and I'm like, well, that's fucking bullshit. Like, that's obviously not a spirit. But when we're on an investigation, our job is to try to, you know, work with the energy and keep working with it, do what we can, work with the responses that are coming through. You know, whether you believe I'm a medium, and so I see spirits, I can hear spirits, I know that they're there. That's just me personally. And so when things are coming through, you know, I'm working off what I'm feeling and what I'm seeing personally.
Yeah.
So, but again, you know, you gotta you have to use logic and reason while you're doing it, but also not limit yourself to the point where you just can't allow yourself to enjoy or experience anything. That's just where I'm at with that.
And I've always said this as well, as I am not the best paranormal investigator in the entire world, nor am I trying to be. If we didn't find this fun as well, like if we didn't have those funny moments and really enjoyed this, we wouldn't do it. Like we just wouldn't. And I know that a lot of debunkers, they always talk about they have to watch this video. It's so grueling. Oh my gosh, can't believe I'm watching these two again or whatever. And it's like, then it just seems like a really unfortunate thing for you in what you do and what you choose to do with your time. That's all. And I'm not trying to be mean by that. I'm genuinely just saying, like, please just don't drag people down with you in that sense. Just because somebody else is having fun doesn't mean that it's not okay to have a little bit of fun yourself. But I do also want to say thank you so much for Side Eye Guy being here, Beardo being here. I think
thank you guys for
Crow
showing up.
was here as well.
Mhm.
All the debunkers here. I think that this is a really, really great thing. I know it's super early in the morning in the UK, so that's like, thank you for being here. Side Eye Guy, I don't know what time it is in Australia. But I do think that these things do need to be talked about. And I really just, I love this. Like, I love the fact that they're here with us right now. Because let's just all just be transparent with each other. That's all.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is like you were saying earlier, there can be a world where these two communities can exist in some capacity, right? Like we're not all going to be best friends or anything, and that's totally fine, but we can at least like respect each other and ask each other the hard questions. And you know, I think it's good just to be open, honest, and transparent between the communities. So
yeah,
I appreciate you guys showing up and talking with us.
Yeah. And to the Side Eye Guy with this comment, it's literally like we just explained it. So that's the reason why.
Also, I want to know, can you like breathe well in that mask? Like, is it limiting at all? No, I'm genuinely, this is like a serious question. That
No,
mask,
I know
like,
you are.
as somebody, I
serious.
used to work in like costumes and stuff, and so I could barely fucking breathe, and I didn't have like, it was like more open. So I'm just curious what that's like.
Guys, hijack the live. Please hijack the live.
Talk to us.
Because I'm just going to be rambling, and then I might say things that I regret later. But truly, no hate whatsoever. It's just good to talk about this stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Beardo said, I'd also like to add that you guys have behaved far better than most in response. That's such a breath of fresh air. I'm not hateful, I'm logical, but the ghost on the pool was amusing. Thank you. We appreciate you saying the ghost on the pool was
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you. We appreciate it. I'm glad that we're doing this.
I think no, yeah, generally, like I do think again, there's a world where we can both get along, right?
For sure.
But I can also see some hateful people. I can also see videos being made that aren't actually fully debunking. Like these people are fake. These people are setting things up. These people are lying to you. They're scamming you. All that kind of stuff. Because that's usually what debunking videos are about, right? When you go to debunkers channels, that's usually what their videos are about. So when you have an episode that's a little bit more tame, it's still gonna play on the narrative of, you know, these people are fake. These people shouldn't be allowed a spot in the community. Even though you're not directly saying that, you might say that they're fake, but not that you might not directly be saying that, but you're heavily implying it because that's what the channel is, right? Just like you guys say to us, we heavily imply that things are all paranormal, like because our channel is all about paranormal. So it really goes both ways. It really does. Yeah. Thank you for over 300 people being here right now listening to this.
Wow, that's crazy. Welcome to the TED Talk here.
Yeah, whatever the hell this is.
So do we, Side-Eye Guy.
And we watch your videos as well. I showed Mandy your first video, Side-Eye Guy. Or did that make sense? What did I just say?
No, for real though. Like you guys,
Mandy
I don't watch this shit,
her
and
first
that's totally
debunking video.
fair. Yeah, and Jade, every time I go over there, she's like, "All right, we got a new debunking video we got to watch," and I'm like, "Okay, we're gonna do it." And then I get heated, and then I'm like, "That's not even true," and then
because here's another thing as well is Mandy and I are both actually very different on investigations as well. Like, and we have had so many conversations about this kind of stuff. And with my personality, like, I'm going to be so transparent here, is sometimes, like, I've talked to Mandy about this, and sometimes, like, I get like kind of like that's not that, it's this, and she's like, no, it's not, it's this, and like we get into like those like little things when we were on investigations, you know. And sometimes I'll like step on a floorboard and Mandy's like, what was that? And I'm like, it's a floorboard. It's just a floorboard. But it's like, listen, at the end of the day, I love Mandy. She's my best friend. Like, I 100% believe in her and her abilities. And if I didn't believe it, she wouldn't be here with Ghost Club. Ghost Club wouldn't even probably be a thing, because honestly, since she's joined the channel, that's when the channel has done so well. You know, I've been doing this for 5 years, and you know, every year, as Samantha, who's in the chat just now, like one of my really good friends, she could tell you, I'll be like, it's just getting so much, it's so expensive, it's so time consuming. And I already know that I feel like I already have answers on the paranormal, and I do believe it. And I feel very strongly that if I die tomorrow, like, I'm good, you know?
Yeah.
And but the only reason why I keep going is because I genuinely love our adventures, and I love our community that we've built together. And it's just something, it's like, I don't know, it's just something that I don't ever see myself not doing. And but right now, as it stands, I would like to see a little bit more grace from debunkers. Sorry, unpopular opinion. I know they're debunkers. I know that they have to be cutthroat and they have to come for people. And even though they've been actually very, very like good with us, it's I've seen it with other people as well. Other people who are genuine and nice, and who I personally feel like don't deserve being dragged through the mud. But that's all. Beardo says, while I don't believe in psychic gifts, etc., I'm open to having my mind changed. And that's exactly it. And we are the exact.
You want to come on an investigation with that?
Dude, sorry, I said dude. Shit. I'm going to be so self-conscious about that now. Um, yes, Beardo. Well, I mean, we're planning on coming over the UK probably next year, so Beardo, we'll meet
Hey,
up with you.
hey,
Yeah, you don't
let's
just
go.
yeah, you keep doing what you're doing. We'll come to you.
Wow, what a
Yeah, somebody's let's see, Brannon said Beardo gets scared. I think many viewers
Oh
are
yeah, I
aware.
put those.
Oh, you put that one up. So I'm so far
Yeah, but
behind on the
you're good.
chat
You're
now.
good. You're good. Yeah, just keep scrolling. We're quite far.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm
We're
so
down
far
here. We're
back.
down here.
Thanks for the
Thanks,
donation though.
Brandon, by the way. Thanks, everybody. Sorry, you guys. Like, I've been trying to type in the chat and let Jade talk and put your stuff up. So please know, like, we are seeing your comments, like, or at least I'm seeing your comments and I'm seeing your donations. Please don't think that they're going unnoticed. Everything's being read and seen. Okay. It's just hard to do all the things at one time.
What's that? Joe, here. Be happy, angry Cajun, fucking dickhead. Didn't make another video on you ladies. Is
You're
Angry
right, though.
Cajun in the chat? Please tell me he's not in the chat. Oh my
No,
gosh.
no, he's not. He's not.
Oh man. Yeah, that was really, really rough. Very, very laughable. Very, very laughable. I definitely didn't lose any sleep over that, but just rough. Just rough. I know a lot of debunkers don't want to be associated with him. And I understand why. So
What is that?
if I wasn't restricted and we could have adult conversations from both points of views, I've had people ask me before, but want to muzzle me.
I think somebody asked him a question. That was my bad. I thought that was.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know where I'm at anymore. Anyways.
Maybe somebody deleted a comment or something like that.
That's good, Crow. That's good. Good to know.
Solid answer. True. And Crow's another one. I just want to say this as well, Crow, is you have I'd never talked to you before. But I was watching your live and again that was something that Ghost Club was brought up in Crow's live. Just the name, and then he was talking about a lot of devices that he doesn't believe in. And I had posted a video about it because it was literally like 1:00 in the morning and we're just trying to chill and watch YouTube. And then like when you hear your name getting brought up, it's like you feel like you're in the Twilight Zone because you're like, what, people actually like watch us or find us interesting or what's going on here? And but it's funny because he said the exact same thing back. He's like, I didn't realize that you watched. And I'm like, oh, I probably watch more debunking channels than I do paranormal channels. Like I rarely watch paranormal investigations on YouTube. So, it's just funny. But yeah, he was very, very kind and he responded because I was like, why do you keep bringing up her name? And he's like, well, he was like, I really didn't think that you'd be watching, but it was nothing personal to do with you. It was just because you were the last video that I was watching. And so you were just in the forefront of the mind kind of thing like that. And then he went in his video and he took our name out of like the things that he was saying, which was like, did not ask him to do that. I would never ask anybody to do that, by the way. Like I would never ask somebody to take a video down or anything like that. But that was like very, very nice. Didn't
so
expect
nice.
that whatsoever. So really, really appreciate Crow for that. But that was our first interaction together. So yeah, that was nice. I saw you guys on Casper's site and he was nice. Casper's site was very nice. Yeah, he just done a reaction video. And I like was pretty he made fun of Austin's jacket, but I mean, who hasn't made fun of Austin's jacket?
It's such a good jacket. It's so good.
It's Kansas, man. Kansas is cold.
It gets cold out there. No, it was surprisingly a nice video. I was actually like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But also that was like one of our most terrifying experiences. So I'm glad that he was nice about it.
I mean, it's natural. It's such a natural feeling. Anytime your name is mentioned in anything, you're gonna be like, oh god, like the dread, because nobody wants to be judged. And the first time, I ever collaborated with anybody who was Patrick from the Haunted Side, I was judged madly. Like, so much hate. I've never seen anything like it before. And then the first ever reaction video or debunking video, definitely not a debunking video, was of Angry Cajun, and that was rough. That was really, really rough. I think this is, I don't know, those are the only ones that I know of anyway. So the next one was Beardo. Again, watch Beardo. So I was like, oh God. And but at the same time, I just feel like it's all part of growing, I guess. Kind of got to
Yeah.
look on the bright side, I guess. But again, nobody wants to be put under the spotlight like that, to be open up for discussion on how they look or how they act. And I know we're not everybody's cup of tea. Oh my God, I'm so
Yeah.
aware of that. We have a lot of energy, and we are females, so it's not your typical type of investigation. But listen, one thing I will say is we're genuinely not disrespectful. Like, we
Yeah.
make everybody who we've met within the community, we get along with, Um, every location owner we have good relationships with, and I think that's kind of that's my main priority anyway, is just remaining respectful. And as I said, me and Mandy, we both have professions out of this, and we have to be respectful. Like, yeah. So just seeing certain comments, and I know a lot of people are just like, just ignore the comments, and trust me, like, it's being told to drink plenty of water. Hold on one second. This fasting app is controlling my life right now.
No, that's good. I'm glad you're drinking water.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, though. As you grow and get bigger, you're being exposed to more people, which with more people comes difference of opinions and views and morals and all that fun stuff. So it just kind of comes with the course of things. And you just do the best that you can. And as long as at the end of the day, you're being you,
Mm-hmm.
Then
Yeah.
there's
And
not much else you can do, right?
Sorry, I'm just reading the comments, and Crow's saying, Beardo, you were gifted a membership.
He was gifted a membership.
Yes! I love that. Oh God. Now you can watch all the membership videos and post all those. No, I'm kidding.
You guys, we are going to be playing the game tonight. We just really
Yeah.
needed to get this out and have this conversation. So
Yeah.
don't you worry.
Yeah. Anybody else? I don't know if anybody has any questions or that. For us, I feel like I had so much to talk about today, and again, I've been editing all day, so now I've just got total editing brain. One thing I do have to say is, since because I don't want to go off the topic too fast, but with the debunking community, I do want to know what equipment, if any, do you guys recommend? Because that's a big thing. Because right now, I mean,
This is what.
yeah, now Beardo can watch all the member vids. Yeah.
It's so funny.
I know. This is great. This is great. I'm actually I've just had a really weird realization moment of what is happening right now, and it's just funny.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, how did we get here?
Camera and microphone and personal experience, as well as really in real time.
Yeah.
So yeah, one thing is, if we don't have any equipment or any of the equipment that has been debunked, then what do we have? We just sit in a room in the dark like
That's
this.
so fun.
Scooters are fine unless you're 40 and wearing a leisure suit. Oh god. It is so funny because we just filmed an investigation a couple nights ago, and I don't want to give too much away, but we done a bit in it, and it's obviously made for joking reasons, but I'm like, now all I can think about is debunkers reacting to that video and like pausing it at a specific moment, which is supposed to be made funny and just slating into it. But I mean, who are
How
we? We're just
dare you
girls.
do
We're not
this?
allowed to be funny.
We're not
So
allowed to be funny
we're
or
not allowed
have
to be funny,
opinions.
no.
We're supposed to be cooking meals. You don't want me to cook you a meal. That's all I gotta say.
Maddie, I don't think you've ever cooked a meal.
Dude, I'm the worst.
I've never cooked a meal either, to be honest. Mandy and myself, though, I will say this: we have always ran with the boys. It's not shocking to anybody that we would be doing a male-dominated thing like this. I was always into skateboard, mountain biking, BMXing, scootering. Now I'm into scootering.
Now we
But
scooter for fun.
played the drums, played guitars. Like I've always been that way. And any sort of kind of it does rub me a little bit the wrong way when people make misogynistic comments towards us, because it is like I could probably beat you up. Like not even gonna lie. Like
I got 32 years of trauma. Watch out.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Shit.
it's a little bit of that, you know? Not gonna lie, it's a little bit of that.
Yeah. That's what most people resort to when it comes to trash talking, saying things.
Yeah.
So, it just comes with, I don't know. It's kind of shit because we've gotten to a place where we're just so, at least I'm used to it now. I'm like, that's just another guy, calling me, all these things and just being mean. And
Yeah.
I didn't just, okay, well, that's just the time that we live in. It's just is what it is.
Yeah. And listen, I get it. Guys get hate as well. Like guys get hate as well.
Oh, they
but
totally do. But it's a little bit with men, it's not like sexualized hate,
Exactly. Like there's just a little twist on it. Side-eye guy, me personally, none. Like no equipment to use. They can all be compromised and or faked. Of course, use what you gotta use to document, apart from the paranormal puck, of course. That's awesome.
I
And
have a paranormal puck, side-eye guy. I have a paranormal puck. We never use it.
yeah. I will say this though, from Beardo's video, that obviously has made me kind of take a step back and go like, okay, maybe, just maybe, listen, we're investigating for hours at a location, and we do literally debunk. And a lot of those times I cut out of the episode because it can get boring and it can get long, and it's just it's not needed for me personally, because I only put out content that I would watch myself, right? And although I do like I do like to sit down and watch like a full-blown debunking video if that's what it's about. But when it comes to like paranormal content, I do just kind of like, especially when it's like my friends and stuff like that, I'm like, okay, I trust these people, let's just watch it. And no, there's not like a ton of debunking in the final episode, but there is definitely, we debunk a lot. And I was just editing the new episode, and within 5 minutes we debunked 2 things. And it's like, okay, maybe I should start keeping this in. Or best of both worlds, right? Now Beardo's a membership. What I could do is do the longer, more unedited version, put that up for members only. So if you really want to see the actual like how we do things, you can go and watch it on members only, and then put the rest out for the public, the shortened version, which is usually like an hour long. Put that out for the public because that's what people want to see, and that's what's working for us. Doesn't mean we're fake. It just means that that's what I've chosen to put in the episode and keep it flowing and keep it exciting. And again, that may not be everybody's cup of tea, but it's working for us and I find it entertaining. So
Yeah.
what's Matt saying? Mac check 95 center calibrated, which is calibrated properly. EDI plus electronic field imaging sensor. LER tops 116. RVP. Fucking, this is such a Matt response.
I expect nothing less. Nothing less.
What? Matt, is this just everything that's on your helmet?
Wait.
Be honest.
Oh, hold on. Beardo did respond to what you said. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can find it. Hold, please. Hold, please. It was about debunking. And I actually think it's yeah, there you go.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
Come on. Okay, there we go.
Leave the debunks in. It shows another side. Not many do it. Yeah. I mean, listen, I genuinely, I cannot bring myself to leave every single debunk in, just like I can't bring myself for dead air. If you watch our episodes, the amount of cuts in our episodes are ridiculous. It's stupid. Like, I watch them and I'm like, ugh, I hate this because it doesn't flow very well, but so much did happen and I try and keep it to an hour. Sometimes it gets really choppy, but so it's kind of like, I am definitely going to keep more debunks in because I do think that that is the right thing to do. But as far as putting in every single debunk and turning more into like 50% of the episode is all just debunks, that's never going to happen with our episodes because again, that's not the way I want the episodes to go. I want them to be exciting. I want them to be, listen, TikTok is now, like, with this day and age, that's people's attention right now. And if we want to keep people's attention, then we got to kind of cut it up a little bit, make it a little bit exciting, and that's pretty much it. And I won't apologize for that, but yeah.
Two things. Thank you, mods, for protecting the chat. I heard that there's some unsavory comments in here. No. So thank you, mods. And then Beardo, at Macky Mansion, you're not allowed to wear shoes.
That's a pretty simple answer.
You're not allowed to wear shoes. You have to wear socks. You can't be barefoot. Like the floors are all original to the building. The carpet's original. Everything's basically original. So you got to protect it.
Yeah. You know what is kind of funny though? I will say this.
What?
I'm pretty sure, don't totally quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure when I watched Twin Paranormal's video at the Macky Mansion, they were wearing their shoes. I know. I was like, how are they wearing shoes?
They're not supposed to. That's bad.
Yeah. But yeah, it's such an old house.
I mean, did you guys like my big socks though? I had the big fucking fuzzy socks on. Yeah. It was cold there. It was snowing.
Yeah. It was snowing. And that was May 4th in May. Snowing crazy. You should try the Ghost Communicator 5000. Listen, I've never heard of it, and I really don't know if you're trying to troll us right now, Crow. I don't know if this is another Ghostbuster reference.
I don't either. So bad.
I don't even want to Google it. But if it is genuine, then yes, we will check it out. But don't do us like that.
Don't do us like that. We should start doing like how Ghost Adventures does, where they put debunked in red really big across the screen.
Well, that's what all the debunkers do.
Fucking put it in cursive, debunked, like have it pop up and like sign it out. You know?
Ghost Hunters and Taps does debunking stuff in the episodes, FYI, but I do enjoy watching both of your investigations. Thank you, Timothy. And thank you for your donation. You're so sweet. Yeah, big channels not respecting the venue, say it ain't so lol. I generally don't know what happened there, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's I like the fact that they make you take your shoes off to preserve the house.
Yeah.
What's Brannon, thank you so much for your donation. He's asking what is the location of your next episodes and when will it drop? Also, can I get a membership? Lol, keep up the great work. We don't decide who gets memberships. Some people gift memberships, which is very, very nice of them, and we appreciate them so. But it's just totally random. It's total random.
I
And the
love
location of our next investigation is going to be the Patterson House, and it's one that hasn't really been done much. I don't know many investigators who have went there, but it's not that far from us. It's pretty local, and it's the first time we went, and it was an experience. It was definitely over 110 degrees in that house, and that's one that I've just started editing, and I'm not looking forward to editing this one just from how hot we were and how sweaty we were. That was rough.
Oh man, you know it's bad when you finish and like your makeup is like separating from your skin. You can see it. You're just like, well,
I'm melting. Exactly.
Also, Jim Bradley, thank you for this comment. I think that is a great idea. In fact, Jade, I think we should start doing that.
I might just.
It's pretty fucking cool. Scooter gang.
Thought the shoes were off to rule out footsteps. No, we usually keep our shoes on in investigations. We try, we try our hardest to stand still, but yeah, doesn't always work out. Sometimes we get scared. Beardo, it's been great, guys. I set an alarm for the Slipknot tea and wasn't disappointed. I appreciate you being respectful and apologize on behalf of mouth breathers, bad comments. You are more than good, Beardo. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I know it's super early in the morning now, so
we appreciate it.
Yeah. So thank you so much for joining us. And listen, I don't know if Mandy would be up for it, but if any debunkers want to do a live and want to chat, I will more than happily jump on.
Ooh, a friendly debate?
Listen, I'm here to keep the peace.
You guys, I love a good debate.
This is my pageant queen answer. I'm like up there like, what do you wish for? I'm like, for debunkers and
April 24th,
investigators to get along.
because it's not too hot and it's not too cold. No, anyway. Okay, miscongeniality. Sorry.
All right, so fuck. That being said, are we done with that chat, or
I think so.
do we have anything else to say?
All the bases. I feel good. We're gonna keep doing what we're doing. They're gonna keep doing what they're doing, but hopefully, we'll, can have some transparency, some chats. We can be respectful, all the things.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I wanted to come out to this is so that guy is like,
he's like, let's go.
All right, let's go, side-eye guy. Let's go. What you got? This is where we freaking start crying.
Don't be mean. No, you guys can do whatever you want. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, no, and I said this to Mandy. I was like, like Beardo, like again, I watch Beardo. I watch Side Eye Guy too, but I'm just like, God, Side Eye Guy, I know him. He is gonna go so hard on us. Yeah, so it's good to get it out now, right?
Yeah. You know the dog where the meme where he's sitting and the fire's all around him and he's got his cup of coffee and he's like, this is fine. That's like
it's fine. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. At the end of the day, listen, like I genuinely don't think people putting out reaction videos is actually going to hurt our channel in any way, shape, or form, like at all. So again, it is what it is. It's just if you do notice like a really, really rough comment, I think the best thing to do is to remove it if you notice it. Like that's the only thing that I would say on that, because we're chill, but the next people may not be, and it can be very, like, mental health wise really, really damaging to people. So definitely take that into consideration moving forward. NA7 Paranormal Joe says, I'm still jealous that Jade won the mixed drink contest in Virginia City. To be fair, I didn't have a chance to win that, lol. That is so funny. What Joe's talking about is we went to a paranormal convention. That's actually where me and Mandy met for the first time in person. And it was a paranormal convention in Virginia City, where we've set up camp tonight. And it was, I was supposed to be doing an investigation with Patrick from the haunted side, and he didn't show up to it. And so we weren't able to do the group investigation. So they pulled me from that, and then they moved me to this like competition, like this drink competition thing. And it was really, really last second. And I just show up, and everyone's in teams, and I'm by myself. And there's a table in the middle, and there's like all these different ingredients and like alcohol and like just like kids juice boxes and things like that, and flavorings, and I don't know, I can't remember. I think there was like some fruit and like glitter, edible glitter and stuff. And they were like, you have this many minutes to make the best cocktail kind of thing like that. And I just went up there, and everybody just like ran up and like grabbed their stuff and then just made it, and mine won. I was so
Good for
shocked.
you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And then everyone got super buzzed, and everyone had a good time, and then kept on investigating and kept on drinking. And these paranormal conventions can get wild, girl. Real fast.
Man, you thought I was extroverted already. You should have seen me after a couple drinks at fucking the Opera House during that paranormal investigation. I was just like, it was a time. It was a time.
Yeah.
That was, there were some fun moments there for sure.
Yeah. Also, guys, everybody who's commenting right now, I will say last time, once we ended the live, I went back and I read every single person's comment from that live. And that was like a 3.5 hour long live. So even if I'm missing them right now, I don't go to bed till like 4 a.m. So I'm good. I will be like making sure I read everybody's messages. But also, if you're watching this not in the live and you're watching this afterwards, please go ahead and be respectful in your comments. But also let us know your thoughts on the topic about debunkers and paranormal investigators possibly ever getting along in a world together. And listen, I don't know if that's just a make-believe land that I'm existing like, and I'm thinking of in my head, or what. I just really want to see more respect, as we're all grown adults with families, with spouses. Come on now. Let's be better. Everybody, let's be better. And I'm talking about ourselves as well.
Be better.
Mm-hmm.
Just do it. Okay. No, so far, based off of the comments and what I've seen, it and please correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like a lot of people are just really like glad that we're having this conversation. They like seeing the respect. I mean, we have a couple debunkers in here that we've been talking to all night, and so far it seems like people love that we've been able to just chat about it and be open about it and share our experiences and hear from them and all of that. So yeah, I think that's great.
No, I totally agree. This is exactly what I wanted. And I was really nervous to start. Like when I was rambling, I was really nervous because I was like, where am I even trying to go with this? Like, I just wish that they were here so we could talk. And so it was really, really cool that they jump in. So
yeah, that helped a lot for sure.
Jim Pop, why do most of the YouTuber para folks scream and shout when they hear bumps? I can't hear what's going on, lol. So Jim, I can only talk for myself and Mandy. I can't talk for any other channel. The only time that we will, well, that's a lie. We scream pretty loud. I'm like trying to think, I'm like, nah, actually coming to think about it.
You guys, keep going.
We are freaking caffeined up, first off. We are caffeined up. We have our energy up, as like Beardo's not here anymore. I'm not going to talk about him like after he leaves, but I will say this. I did watch one of his investigations and he used Tesla coil to pump energy into the room where him and his friends were sitting still. And no shade, Beardo, but you guys all look like he's wanting to go to bed. So I think instead of us using a Tesla coil, that's where we put our own energy out.
We
to
are
kinda,
the
like,
Tesla
pump up the room.
coil.
We are the Tesla coil, but it's all the same. Like, we have the same, like, thought process there. Like, and it's true. The more energy you put out there. So sometimes it just takes you off guard. Sometimes you're not expecting a loud bang, and it startles. Listen, I'll be sitting here like editing, and my fiance will like open the door, and I freak out. It's just how I am.
Yeah.
It's generally just how I am.
Yeah, it's very heightened. It's very heightened. You're already on edge. You're like you said, caffeine up, Red Bull here, Dr. Pepper there, just fucking, and then,
Yep.
so any little thing that happens does kind of set you off.
Courtney Jane,
So
thank you so much for your donation. We've had a lot of donations. Look, if you scream, it's that stupid
it's
bell.
always the fucking bell. It's so
It's
scary, you
always the
guys.
bell.
There's
Oh my
nothing like
God.
being amped up on edge, like just waiting for something to happen, and all of a sudden that bell fucking is like ding. Oh
No,
my
that bell is
God.
just, yeah, I do not like that bell whatsoever.
Oh, it's so scary.
I pushed Mandy, like, because we were looking for a new piece of equipment, and I was the one that like really was pushing for this bell. And Mandy, you wanted to get another piece of equipment, I think. And but I was able to sway you, and we got the bell instead. And I've regretted it ever since. And next time I will listen to
Now I'm
Mandy.
like, I love it. Let's go.
Brandon, thank you. My God, we are gonna be set for
Brandon.
this road trip, girl. 2
You
weeks
guys
on
don't
the road, and
understand like what this does. I can't even fucking talk. What this does for us. So thank you.
what this does for us.
What this does for us, okay?
I really hope one of you read this out loud, lol. Sorry for being OCD with the super chats. I just love you two and your videos so much, and we love you. Thank you.
We love you.
Thank you so much.
We love you.
All right, let's see. Listen, guys, fuck them haters. They'll be hating because they don't have anything better to do with their lives other than hating. I know it may hurt, but please ignore them. It's again, we listen, before any video was ever put out, we have been dealing with hate. So it's like not something uncommon. But obviously if you're dealing with hate, you're always just trying to, I mean, we can't really like lay low or anything like that because our lives are out there on the internet for everyone to see. So, and we do these live streams and stuff like that. End of the day, like we do a really, really good job at not letting comments and stuff like that really get to us. But it's also just like, I really do just want to speak about it because nobody speaks about it. Not one person speaks about it. So I'm just like, does that make it like, is that the reason why people keep putting out comments and stuff like that? Is because they just think that, I don't know. I just, you know what? Everyone's allowed to speak their views on the internet, apparently. So it's like, I can speak mine. This is my speak up moment.
And this is what we do.
Yeah.
And we love it.
More energy, more energy,
energy. More passion, more passion, more footwork, more footwork.
Thank you for your response. Thank you, Blue Sky Lisa, for your donation. We really truly appreciate you. I'm trying to get through the comments right now, but we also do need to move on because we have our game to play. And then after that, we're gonna close out the live stream with questions because we love your questions. Now, the game that we're about to play was the same that we played on the last live stream, but this is going to go so much faster because last time we had a lot of people to pick from, and now we only have 4 groups to pick from. And then on the next live, I'm just going to make that one like the final decider on who we are going to crew for good. So if you guys are ready, I
Are we doing
will.
game and then Macky Mansion talk?
Well, we can do Macky Mansion talk just now.
Yeah,
Sorry, I know I didn't.
I want to get Macky Mansion out really
Yeah, yeah,
quickly
yeah,
and
yeah.
then
No.
play the fucking game.
Yeah. Let's talk about Macky Mansion. Just like we'll be a little bit.
It's
Just
coming.
like
It's coming, you guys.
yeah.
The game's coming. The game is coming.
All right, take us away.
Oh no, not me. I was gonna. No, I'm just kidding. So Macky Mansion. I'm kidding.
Can't wear shoes.
Can't wear shoes. Don't
Demon in the attic.
Demon in the attic. Very scary place. I love Macky Mansion, but it's also a place that I personally would never sleep at by myself. That's where I'm at with that location. It's just so fucking haunted.
I think it's
So
funny that
haunted.
every single time we visit Macky Mansion, we always investigate that hallway. And it's like, wow, we come all this way and we don't even go into the other rooms. We don't go into the rooms with the cool furniture and like the ones that are all set up. It's like we're always in that dang hallway and downstairs. There's only 2 rooms downstairs. The middle
Honestly,
floor.
like personally, I feel better in that hallway. Those rooms, I don't know what it is about the energy in those rooms, but like it's scary.
Yeah.
I don't like being in those rooms at all.
Yeah, so the mirror thing, because a lot of people here mentioning about the mirror. So, oh dang, I forgot to. Dang it, Beardo, wake up! Who's got his number? I was wanting to show. He posted in his video about the shadow figure that was captured on camera. And that in the new episode of the Macky Mansion, I show a real close up of that picture. But in the original episode of Macky Mansion, the first time that we went there, when that picture was captured, I show the full, like you can see everything in that picture, and you can clearly see that I am on one side of the room. This shadow is on the other side of the room, and it's definitely not my reflection. I don't know if you can actually see my reflection, but I'm not holding a big camera. I'm holding like a cell phone. I was taking pictures. So yeah, so I was supposed to send it to myself so I could bring it up, but I didn't. I forgot.
Aww.
But just watch the
Bummer.
episode. And you know what? That the first time that we went there, the reason why I was trying to communicate with my nana, and I know that that sounds crazy to so many people. Trust me, I've been reading the comments. But go ahead and watch the first episode because that was one of the most pure, just mind-blowing pieces of evidence that I've ever personally experienced. Even if you don't believe it, it was very, very, very real for me and the responses that we were getting. And I truly, truly believe that she was there with me that night. And when we were doing the spirit box session on this investigation, a lot of the responses were missed in real time from us because, as we explained on the episode, we were both hearing a very strange high-pitched ringing. So we were missing a lot of responses that I wish that I was hearing in that moment. But I couldn't hear anything. I had completely disassociated myself from that place, and I don't know what it was all about. But that's what happened. And yeah.
No, that mirror, that new mirror was giving off a high. It was like a weird, like vibration, energy, and it was just this high pitch ringing that was coming through. I heard it, you heard it, same ear. And the closer you got to it, the more disoriented you became, the less you could hear. I mean, I don't know if you guys recall, like you were talking about this light turning on, and I didn't recall that whole situation at all. And looking back, I'm like, I look so stupid because I clearly was a part of that, but I didn't remember it. Like I was that like disoriented up there that I just couldn't remember it. But that mirror is doing it. That mirror is fucking up the energy up on that hall. Like real bad.
So sometimes, and then just going on as well. Like, so sometimes you'll hear a voice or something like that that's coming to you. Explain that, because there was a part of the video. Did you watch Beardo's video by any chance?
No.
Okay, yeah, I figured
I've
you.
also been,
You
I've also been, yeah. And well,
yeah, yeah,
you know, I just don't do that.
yeah, yeah. Well, there was a part where you got the name Richard, and you said, "I just heard a man say Richard,"
Mhm.
and or was it Richard? I think it was Richard. Yeah, and then he replays that like 3 times. Like, I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything. If
Oh,
you heard
see,
something,
and
you would
that's
have heard
like,
it.
unless you
So
know me.
yes, exactly. So
Sure.
can you please explain that for people? If you're saying like, I just heard this, what do you
Yeah, yeah,
mean by
yeah.
that? Because sometimes you're genuinely like, dude, I just literally heard. But it's so weird because I understand when it's coming through mediumistically for you compared to just like, you know, yeah.
And that's, it's one of those things where I can't always, like, in the midst of things, I can't always explain, like, I'm mediumistically hearing this voice right now, because we're in the moment. I'm not thinking about those things. And thankfully you've been working with me long enough that now you like know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. But when I say like I'm hearing a voice, well, there's two ways that I can hear it. I'm either hearing it clairaudiently, like internally. So um, I'm hearing it literally inside my head, or I'm hearing it externally as like a disembodied voice. Um, in that situation, I heard it internally,
Hmm.
not as a disembodied voice. So it's hard because it can come in two different ways,
Yeah.
um, just depending on the situation. But in that moment, that came to me mediumistically. I heard the name literally inside my head.
Yeah. We also have so this comment here. So your first visit to the Macky Mansion with the random hack shack was my very first episode I watched on this channel, and I was hooked. I felt full circle watching the last episode. That is so cool. Thank you so much. We watched back that episode and we were like, how do we look 10 years younger? Like, we looked
I
so
know. My
young, and
God.
it's only been 1 year. But I do want to bring up the hack shack thing because we have talked about this before, but in case anybody missed it, or anybody that's came over from Beardo's video to watch this live stream, the Hack Shack, there a lot of speculation saying like they have hack shacks. Surely in that first episode, that was one of their hack shacks. But just to debunk this, we found the owner of the original hack shack that had been left there. And freaking Matt, who is this guy again? His name's Eric. I can't remember the name of his channel, but he's a guy that wears the glasses. Kind of looks a little bit like Zach Baggins. But I noticed that he was in Virginia City, like right after we had left and we had found the hack shack and stuff like that. And I asked him, I was like, by any chance, did you leave any equipment? He's like, yeah, I left my hack shack there. My gosh. And I was like, yeah, we found it. But we
We
never
found it.
knew that we found it. And it was ever since that moment. I already had a hack shack. Mandy didn't at that point.
Mm.
And it's just basically it's a radio that you kind of like hack yourself.
You didn't even have it with you on that trip.
I didn't know
No,
because
you
I'd
had it at
used it.
home.
Yeah, because it was weird because one day when I was in an abandoned church, I turned it on and it was all like it sounded like Japanese like radio stations coming through, and it was only like talking in Japanese. It was so weird. Didn't think it was paranormal, by the way. I just was like, I don't know what's happening with this hack shack. And I thought that it was just stuck on that forever. So I never used it again. But then after that Macky Mansion episode, that's when I was like, I'm going to try my hack shack again. And I tried it and it was English. So I was like, all right, okay. I don't know.
You're
I
like, okay,
genuinely don't
whatever.
know what happened with that. Um, and
No,
then
and after
Mandy,
watching that, but after
yeah.
that whole situation happened, I was like, well, I fucking need a hack shack now because this was the clearest communication I had ever heard.
Hmm.
Because I had only ever used like the spirit box, like SB7 and the SB11. And so I immediately went to eBay and ordered two and made them, like, had
Yeah.
to. Also, this comment is tripping me out because I need to see this. And thank you guys. Like, listen, I know nobody has to believe me, but I'm so glad that a lot of you do, just because that was such, like, that pull that I experienced was such a legit moment for me.
Yeah.
And that scared the shit out of me. I've never been, I mean, I've had a lot of things happen to me, but I've never been pulled down before like that. Um, and it's so much so, like she said, like I had to like grab onto something because I thought I was going back. Like at that, I don't know. You hear about these things of like spirits having this capability to do these crazy things and the energy to do it, the power to do it. And so to experience that in the moment just threw me for a fucking loop. So I need to go back to the video and slow it down. She's saying you got to slow it down to the slowest you can on YouTube to see if you can see my jacket pulled down. So I'll have to do that.
Yes. So I just pulled his comment up because Eric Paranormal, that's the guy. Yeah. He's the guy who left the Hack Shack up there originally. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just seeing all the comments just now. Eric
you're
Paranormal.
good.
Yeah. So so that's that. You know, like here's the thing is like we're so transparent. Like we would much rather people ask us these questions that they have because we understand like some things may look a little bit funny or something like that. Just ask us and we will be 100% honest and open. And I just feel like going back to like the debunking thing, like that's one issue I feel is debunkers aren't open as much as they could be with paranormal investigators. But as I said, it's actually very nice. Like Mythos, for example. I've talked to Joe a little bit. Matt from Devil's Hour. I don't really know if you would call him so much. I mean, I know that he's definitely more skeptical. But and then obviously Crow as well. Like everyone that I've talked to has actually been really, really chill. So there's no, you know, just if you have a question, just ask us. And that literally goes to everybody, by the way, not just debunkers. That goes to absolutely everybody. If you have a question, leave it in the comments and I'll be happy to answer it. I mean, I feel like that's all I do all day is just respond back to comments, see what people are talking about, see how people enjoy the episodes, see what they don't like about the episodes. And I've always been that way ever since I started the channel. I've taken, that's how I learn and that's how I grow is from feedback. I feel like that's the only way you really can learn and grow because there's not a playbook to this, right?
No.
There's nobody teaching you how to like be successful on YouTube. So it's just you gotta see what everybody else wants, and that's what kind of makes this like it sounds stupid, but that's what kind of like makes this the club. That's what makes Ghost Club Ghost Club. That's what makes it. And I'm so happy, and I'm so happy everybody's here. I think we lost about 50 watchers since the debunkers left. So thanks everybody else who's stuck around. They were like, "Dang, that was boring."
Like that fucking sucked.
Yeah.
All right.
We need
now
a Mandy
it's
cartoon.
time.
Mandy snapping on a shirt. Yeah, I think now is time. I can't remember the other things that were brought up. Honestly, just little things. All I'm gonna say is Macky Mansion is still a very sentimental place to us. Not only was it the first place that I had this crazy communication session with my nana, but it's also the first proper investigation that me and Mandy done together. And really sparked our friendship and all that kind of stuff. And it's just forever, a spooky freaking place.
It started it for us, so.
Yeah. All right. It's time, guys.
It's time. Oh, can I do
No. It's time.
Curse or crew?
You were just supposed to say our crew. You stole my line.
Oh, shit. Let's do it again.
Okay, it's time for curse
or crew.
Okay, I think we're good.
I could do it in my Google voice.
Yes. Oh my god, your Google voice is so good. Do it.
I only know how to do Google voice when I'm doing like Google. Like,
Please.
in 400 feet, make a right turn. Make a right turn.
Right. I'm getting started. I need to figure out how to do this again though. Oh my god, I'm clicking everything. I am so sorry, guys. Yeah, just go to share screen.
It's time for a Kusaku. Let's go. I'm ready.
I'm frozen.
I'm ready. Oh, what?
I'm frozen. I can't. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm good now.
I was like, what? I know you guys didn't even see. I got my new podcast mic. I'm trying to. Whoa! Look at that bad boy. Look at that. Now you guys can hear me so crisp.
You copied me.
I copied Jade. I bought the same fucking one. I bought the same one.
Also, guys, I've actually figured out that I can read the comments and do this at the same time. Technology.
Bobby Mackey's closed officially. Sad days. Sad days.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna turn the volume down because you know I can't concentrate. All right, guys. So we have this is how the game's gonna go. If you don't know, if you have no idea what is going on, definitely check out the last live stream. It's like 3 hours long. So if you don't have a life, go and check that out because it's so long and it's so unnecessary. And I feel like that's how this is going. And I'm trying not to make it go that way. Anyway, here we have our camp. We have our cowboy camp. We have a horse. We have a bunch of stuff from all from different episodes. And we are going to have some people come join us in our camp, and it's our choice to curse them and send them away from our camp or crew them. If we crew them, then they move on to the next round. There's only going to be one more round that is going to be on the next live stream, and we upload every Tuesday. It goes Paranormal Investigation, next Tuesday, live stream. Next Tuesday, Paranormal Investigation, next Tuesday, live stream. So that's how it works. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of people. Me and Mandy, we are going to decide. Should we decide? Or should we just let people decide this time? I think we should just let people decide because we already have our favorites. Because everybody knows who our favorites because we voted for them last time. So
the people get to decide.
Yeah, no, I think everybody should honestly decide. So let me put the poll up for, let's see who we have here. We have Jack Osborne and Zach Baggins.
Man.
Hold on, guys.
Oh.
I'm gonna put a poll up. I need to click things real fast. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. My computer is so slow.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I already can see what's going to happen here with this poll. Oh, it's already happening. Look at all the jacks in there.
Okay, I'm about to post the poll. And you guys are going to vote, and then I'm going to give you like 30 seconds on the clock. Ready?
I think you guys are misspelling, and you're meaning to put Zach, not Jack.
30 seconds on the clock, guys. I'm pretty... Okay, Mandy... Well,
Yes.
No, we'll talk about it afterwards. I'll wait until everyone's done, and then we'll talk about it.
Zach Bagans.
Oh, I think this one's already pretty much done. We got 10 seconds.
Damn it.
I think the person who I wanted to win is going to win this one.
It's fine. No, it's fine, you guys.
Time is up. Jack is moving on. Yay! Mandy, you wanted Zach.
Yay.
Did you want Zach, Mandy?
Of course.
Oh, too bad.
Thanks,
Still sad.
Thanks, Christina. Thank you for everyone who chose Zach.
Okay, so let me put Zach. He's gone. He's gone. I can get rid of that piece of paper forever now. Okay, I'm gonna put the next two in the chat. This game is gonna go much faster than the last one.
Wow. Not even
Yep,
playing.
we've already got one out the way.
Fucking flying through.
All right, next people. Here we go. Chip, Kofi, and
You know what to do, you
Kesha.
guys. You know what to do.
Start poll, you guys.
Shout out to
30
Kesha for her new
seconds.
song. Shout out to
Oh,
Kesha
I
for her
didn't-
new song.
Did not know she had a new song.
Joyride, Joyride. It's good, y'all. It's like 2010's
Oh God,
pop
it's called
coming-
Joyride.
No, listen. We're proud of her right now. We're proud of her because she's a female who's gone independent. She finally got away from her fucked up producers, and now she's
I was like, she
on
was
her own
always
doing it.
I thought she was always independent, but I guess maybe not from a record
No,
label.
she was like under lock and key from the record label that she was with. She couldn't make music for a really long time, but now she's free. She just put out her first song, and I just think women supporting women, so go Kesha.
Well,
good
okay,
for you,
the
baby.
polls ended, and I feel like you're talking because you want Kesha to, you want the sway.
No, I just want to take a moment. No, I want Chip personally. I just wanted to take a moment to support another female.
I appreciate that. That is very, very kind of you, Mandy. Go, Kesha. I hope everything is well on your end.
Did
And I
Chip
hope.
win?
Huh? Yeah, Chip won.
Chip win. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, no, Chip won. I'm so sorry, guys. I couldn't stop thinking about that time that Kesha tried to get in. Oh, anyway. Chip won that one. Now we have two more people. Thanks for voting, guys. Thanks for being part of
Thanks
this.
for participating.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna put the next two in the chat right now.
Who is it?
Who is it? Okay, let's see who
Who's
we
next?
have next. We have Chelsea Layden.
Oh,
and
girl.
Kobe.
Oh, let's
Let's
go.
see.
Female supporting female. Chelsea.
Hey, you can't do that.
Fuck it. There's no
This is
rules.
solely down to the viewers.
Our viewers are going to do whatever they want because they're strong. They don't need me to tell them. Chelsea.
You
Sorry,
guys
it's
got
getting
this.
late. My tisms are kicking in. I need help.
3, 2, 1. Chelsea wins. Yes.
Woo!
We love Chelsea. We want her crewed up.
Strong independent scooters. Good job, good job, Courtney. I like that one.
All right, last but not least. Who have we got? Can you guys remember?
Oh, Scooby's in there. Scooby's in there somewhere.
This one's going to be a hard one, guys.
Oh, you're gonna do fucking Dan Aykroyd and Scooby, aren't you?
Are you ready?
Should have been Lorraine.
Scooby-Doo and Dan Aykroyd. All right, I'm going to post the poll, and you guys are free to vote. 30 seconds on the clock, starting now.
If you're new here, we are voting for who's going to be part of our crew between Scooby and Dan. Pick, pick, pick.
Oh, this is a close one, guys. This is a close
Come on, guys.
one. Oh my god, it's so close. I can't handle this. Shit. This isn't happening. No.
I hope Scooby Doo wins, so that way you lose Dan. The
I
way
hope
that I lost
Dan. I
Lorraine.
hope Dan wins. Come on, guys, help me out. Help me out.
Scooby.
Stop.
Scooby.
Not
Ah.
Scooby Doo.
Scooby.
I do- Listen, I love Scooby, but like, come on, guys.
Fucking Scooby.
Oh, that was a really disappointing one. I'm not gonna lie. But that's it. That's literally the game.
What's it? Oh,
That's literally it. Hold on one second. Let me remove this. So we have 4 people now that that could potentially be part of our crew. We have Jack Osborne, we have Chip, we have Chelsea, and we have freaking Scooby Doo. So that is quite
How
the
did we
group
get
that
here?
are going to be battling it out for sure.
How did we get here?
So yeah, we cursed Dan Aykroyd. I never thought I would ever curse Dan Aykroyd. Oh my gosh, Zach Baggins, I'm fine with that. Kobe and Kesha. So I'm pretty happy overall with the votes.
I know. I prefer the 3-hour live version too, where we're just like so tired and delusional at the end. We're still going. We ain't done.
Hey, that was a fun game. I'm going to turn the volume off. I'm like, okay, everyone go to bed now. That's a fun game, but last time it went on way too long. It definitely sucked the fun out of it a little bit for me. That was like an hour and a half we were doing it for, or something like that. That was wild.
It was so good. People loved it. We loved
it. It was good. It was good. It's still fun. All right, so yeah, we've been on the live now for almost 2 hours. So thanks everybody. Sorry, whilst I get situated. Thank you everybody who's been here.
Yeah, thank you guys.
So far.
You know,
now we're gonna. Oh, go ahead, Mandy. What are we gonna do next?
I was gonna say, I know that we, in the description, this live was just a little bit different because we really needed to address that topic of the video earlier, and so we'll get back to our regularly scheduled program the next live, but that was very important, and we do appreciate y'all being there for that and joining in on that conversation for sure.
Yeah, and I also just want to bring up as well, like Side Eye Guy said, just like don't watch, I guess, and just kind of move on, and which does kind of suck because I do genuinely watch his channel, so I'm like, I want to watch, I just don't want to watch me.
So yeah, just let that be the one video you skip, I guess.
Yeah, no, I think I might next time. It's been very nice and very kind of like cleansing, and it's just nice to see as well that the debunkers are not actually like out for blood for no reason whatsoever. And I think that there's a lot of paranormal investigators out there who don't respond so chill because that's what they think is going on. They think that they're literally hating just to hate. So yeah. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed that. Okay, so this is where I want to. First off, thank you, Debbie. I can't forget about Debbie because she just donated $20. So thank you so much.
Thanks,
Appreciate you. Again, if you want to donate, we have a massive trip coming up that we are definitely going to be saving up our pennies for. This is going to be our biggest trip that we have done so far, with the biggest locations that we have done so far.
Locations,
like
you guys.
huge locations, monstrous locations,
massive locations, so
gigantic,
ginormous locations.
I mean, it's gonna be fun.
It's spooky shit.
But we're not going to release those right now. But we'll definitely come out with those. And also, we can follow Mandy on Instagram at Miss Mandy Sue because she posts all the time when we're out on the road, and that's where we're going to be. We're going to be tired. We're gonna be hot. We're going to be sweaty. You might not want to actually tune in for that.
No, it's going to be so good. I love to really go hard on these investigations and these trips and post a lot of stuff. So make sure you follow us. That way you can watch it and watch us do our thing.
Yes. So everybody's donations, that's what it's going to go towards.
Yeah, literally. You guys are paying for this trip, which is just fucking so cool. It's GCP fan funded.
Well, I mean, we're also putting
we're definitely putting in our money.
Of our money.
yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I really do need to say that as well. It helps us out a lot. But I mean, we're still putting in a ton of money ourselves, especially for me who hasn't been working this summer, because obviously school is off for summer. So I'm just like, I'm gonna be living off bread for a while, but that's okay because I need to lose a dress size for my wedding dress anyways. So
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so it all works out. Everyone's happy
the whole time we're there, and Great.
No, just to be like munching down on a loaf of keto bread, I'll be fine.
And I'll have Hawaiian rolls.
I will say, by the way, I know that nobody cares. Is that mascara? Has that been there the entire time?
Can't see, I'm
Uh,
blind.
I will say though, we've talked about this before, but actually, yeah, 2 weeks ago, the live stream when I said that I was starting this like weight loss journey, and I should have weighed myself today, dang, just to keep you guys updated on that, because I was like, if I tell people about it, then it's gonna be spoken into existence, right? Then I'm gonna have to keep it up, and I've lost about 8.5 pounds now, which isn't
Ooh,
crazy, but it's quite a lot. Like, and I've not been
what's
like
up?
super, super, super strict with myself. I'm easing myself into it. But yeah, that's how much I've lost in 2 weeks. And it's that dang keto bread, man. Keto
That
bread.
fucking keto bread.
It's so good. It tastes like
Keto.
just the same as regular bread, but it's like one piece of little, well, it's not even little, it's the same size as a regular piece of bread, which is crazy. And it's thickness and fluffiness. And it's only like 35 calories compared to one slice of regular bread. So
Nice.
no, it's 35 calories, and a regular piece of bread is 120 calories. So that's the way that I've been looking at it. Anyway, boring stuff, but it's
I don't think
happening.
we even asked, like, what have you been up to?
What have I been
What
up
you been
to?
doing? What
Oh
you
yeah,
been
we didn't even
doing?
cover this.
Yeah.
Literally just wedding stuff. Wedding stuff. I have my nephew coming over from Scotland. He's going to be staying with me for a couple of weeks. He comes over in 2 days with his girlfriends. They're very young, so that's going to be nice to have them. And yeah, just I'll probably have my dad come stay with me after that for a little bit. And his speech from, like, if you guys don't know, my dad had a stroke. I got it about 5 weeks ago or something like that, 6 weeks ago. And no, I think even more than that now. But anyway, yeah, he's pretty much like, his speech is all messed up, and but health wise, he's doing pretty good. He still has like a tumor in his brain, and he still has the hole in his heart and all this other stuff. But overall, like, he's doing pretty good. So, and again, thank you everybody for always just being so supportive and so kind. And I really, really appreciate it. And I wish that everybody had this kind of support system, because when I'm going through something, and if I do come out publicly about it, it's just the amount of love and support that I get back from that it's mind blowing. So thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love you.
And you, Mandy, what have you been up to?
I went home and stayed with my parents for a week for my papa's funeral. So we did that. It was you guys, it was so fucking hot. It was so hot. I was
Oh,
not prepared. It was 111 the day of the
Mhm.
service, and it was outside. Oh, it was great. But it was a really beautiful service, and had the military men show up. They did the gun salute, so they fire off the guns 3 times, and then they played taps. If you've ever heard taps, it's the like infamous military song when somebody passes. And then did the folding of the flag. It was just it was so fucking cool. It was so cool. So yeah, so just been busy helping them with everything, but now I'm back home and I'm back at work, which is chaotic. So
Yeah, just getting back
I'm
into
just
swing of things.
yeah, so I'm just really excited to, for our trip coming up and do that. Yeah.
Also, because you were talking about it so hot, my AC went out last week, which was crazy, because it has been so hot. And Wilson was like getting way overheated. Like, my dog, who's 135 pounds, massive Great Pyrenees, and yeah, he was like throwing up, and I was like just trying to stick ice packs on him, and I was like, this is the worst thing ever. But yesterday they finally came and they put in a whole new AC unit, which is crazy expensive.
Ooh. Yeah. That ain't cheap.
Will your fiance ever be on the channel, or has he already? I'm new, sorry. Well, Haley, no. He I had thought about it for a while. I was trying to convince him to come on, and he was starting to like warm up to the idea. But honestly, and it sucks, but the more that the channel's growing, like he doesn't have social media. He doesn't do that kind of thing, and we're complete opposites of each other, but it absolutely works. And I do not want him exposed to any sort of toxic communities or comments, those kind of things. Like, no, I would never, ever, ever put him out there like that at all. He is so precious. He needs to be protected at all costs. He's just a boy.
Protect him.
Yeah. So no, I keep those parts of my life very, very separate. Yeah. But you know what? Like I have been thinking about, I may post a picture on our wedding day, and that might be like the only thing that I ever post.
Oh, I love that.
I don't know. We'll
should.
see how nice the wedding
Sure.
pictures turn out and stuff like that. If there's like a really, really cool one that I just have to post and he's in it, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be in every photo. So yeah, I might do that. I don't know. We'll see.
You should.
People are just assholes these days. So it's hard when it's difficult when it comes to like you're like one of my issues with the whole comment thing and stuff like that. Even if people are like shitty towards me, I usually keep the comments up on my channel. But if people are coming on to an episode and making fun of somebody that I'm collaborating with or one of my friends, or just being like making rude comments, like I delete them every single time. Like I hate that kind of thing being on my channel. I don't like people talking badly about my friends, and that's what it is. So when I see certain comments on the debunking channels and stuff like that, even of Mandy, it's like I get into like protective mode, and I'm just like, like I just wish it wasn't that way. But you can't control it. It's social media,
No.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's my answer to that question. Guys, we are totally, I don't even know if I said this, we're opening up to questions. So if you have a question, please go ahead and drop it in the chat and we will do our best to answer.
Cryptid Castleberry Paranormal coming in hot with the donation.
Oh, dang. Thank you. My gosh.
So
we don't deserve this. We don't deserve this.
We don't deserve it. I can totally talk about working with Cindy. For you, sweet child. Cindy is like one of the most amazing mediums I've ever had the pleasure of working with and knowing. She is that fucking good. Like she is that good. But she's also been doing it a long time. So she's really refined her skills. And that was something that she always told us because I mentored with her for a year. And then after that, did classes and just like the regular classes, but I did the mentorship with her and a couple other students. And we just got to know her. And she would always talk about how like, if she was given a TV show like 10 years ago, she would have never been ready for it. And that it really did take her this long to really truly develop her skill set, which is great because as a medium, the biggest thing is you want to be able to keep growing and learning and expanding your skill set. And so, but she's phenomenal. Like, I've had a few readings from her. I actually this was before I mentored with her. I went to one of her, she does live shows. So that's where her thing. She doesn't do private readings. She does gallery readings online. And then she goes to comedy clubs and she does gallery readings for people there. And I actually had a reading done at the gallery reading. It was like a few months after my grandpa had passed. And I was not I was like 2 or 3 glasses of wine deep. I was stuffing my face. And then she brought through my grandpa on the stage. And it was just so crazy. And it was so accurate. And after that, I had to work with her. And yeah, so spent a lot of time with her. And but her skill set is amazing. And she's such a good teacher. She's very kind. She's very like patient with you. Like she does not have a mean bone in her body. So if anybody's looking to take classes, I highly, highly recommend hers. She does a lot of beginner classes too. And they're usually, not too expensive. So I definitely think that people should jump on that train if they wanna learn about it.
Sorry, I'm trying to so we have I just wanted to shout out real fast anybody who's donated through PayPal. Because I have here that Karen just donated $50. So thank you so much, Karen. That is so freaking
Karen.
sweet. And it says that there's $100 in there, so I'm trying to figure out because this happened last time as well. Like sometimes the name doesn't show up right away, so I'm not too sure who donated other than that. But thank you. My gosh, thank you. That is going to help us out so
Yeah,
much
that's so awesome.
on our road trip for sure. So appreciate you guys so much.
Thank you.
I'm surprised there was I'm surprised I haven't bloody cried yet on this live because there's so many things to cry about these days.
And there's been so much crying, you guys. Cry Club has been in full fucking swing.
Oh my god, it actually has though. Not even lying. Like I joked about rebranding, but like dang girl, like we have to I'm gonna say this, right? I will say this. Since our Kansas trip, and I've been very, very open about it. What?
Dang. Sorry.
Darker than black. 666. What the heck? Thank you so much. He's trying to make us cry.
Stop. You guys, I'm so sensitive today.
That is amazing. I'm speechless. I'm speechless with everybody's donations. It's the nicest thing I've ever seen, ever. Thank you, really. Been discovering some great channels in terms of paranormal / spirituality, and your collab with Kelsey Davies just opened up another aspect of my mind. The Scottish accent is a breath of fresh air, and Mandy, you're just tick all the vibe checks, of course. Best of luck, be safe. Thank you so much. And your username as well, Darker Than Black. Like that is so funny because I'm always making fun of Mandy, saying like, remember that time
it's blacker than black, and she's like,
I saw this like shadow. It was blacker than black. It was blacker than black. I'm like, was it blacker than black?
Like you don't understand. It was like blacker than black. Like it was dark, crazy.
So that is just
that's insane. You guys are insane,
Yeah.
But we love you.
we love you so much. Thank you.
I'm gonna start crying. I'm gonna do it.
No, don't do it.
No,
Hold it together.
I can't do it. You guys, they're gonna start. I'm gonna start. Oh God.
Well, what I was gonna say was I'll try and get this off topic, but
Yeah,
what I was trying to say was
since it's coming out.
The Kansas trip was so dark and so scary, and I will be the first person to admit that after that, from the McIntyre Villa episode onwards, we have been tiptoeing a little bit around certain situations. We have not been really putting ourselves in like positions that could allow us to, have a darker experience, I would say. So we've kind of been like stepping away from that and trying our hardest to put our boundaries up with that kind of stuff. But we've been together 24/7 and like not wanting to leave each other's sides. And we have been getting a little, I don't know what the word is for it. I don't know. But what I am trying to say is me and Mandy, we had a really long talk, and I'm just like, you know what? Like, I'm done. I am done with this. Like, I am no longer scared, and I'm a big brave girl again. And that was on our last investigation. And we actually ended up like splitting up for a little bit. And I was like, in the film in night vision, like in the dark, and I was like, wow, like I don't know what's changed, but I definitely feel like I'm finally over that whole Kansas thing, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm so glad that it happened now, right before our massive trip, because I really want us to really push our limits again, just like how we done in Kansas. And I really just want to get like some really creepy episodes out. I really want to put ourselves in situations that we're uncomfortable in and see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
so that's just like a little bit of
Let's go.
Thank you so much, Mystery Man. So road trip, do we get a live from location? Probably not location, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. We're driving like 3 days across country, and every night we'll probably be getting about 5 hours sleep, roughly, if not less, but like most 5 hours sleep. And then we're pretty much hitting up locations every single day. So we're going to be doing an investigation every single day, which also involves traveling hours in between to these locations. So it's just going to be non-stop, like on the go, non-stop. I don't even know how we're going to be able to do this, honestly, but it's like we're going to make it work. And
We gonna do it.
yeah, we'll get through it, because the paranormal hangover is so real. And yeah, so our rest days are just going to be like travel days. And yeah, I just want to get as much footage of the like actually being inside the location, because I also want to be making our episodes longer. I think putting a little bit more of our debunking in there will help with that as well. But I am thinking about trying to make the episodes about 2 hours and not 2 hours long, like an hour and a half long. And kind of see where we go from there. But I do want to make them longer, because we're only putting like 2 out a month, you know? And I want to give you guys like plenty of content from us. So yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Courtney Jane. Everyone's so nice tonight. I think everybody feels sorry for us.
Let's go. No,
I'm just
dude,
glad
it's
to see
hard.
someone with tisms such as yours, Mandy, that match mine. I ain't alone in my beautiful weirdness. Let's go. That's very, very
Let's
sweet.
fucking go. Yes. Yes. The tisms always get worse at night, especially when people are around.
I've seen this question. I'm sorry if I saw it pop up earlier and I forgot to show it, but will you and Mandy ever go back to the Corriganville home? No, so I don't believe I'll be going back to the Corriganville house, because it was a residential home. So it's not just like a location that you can just like hire whenever or anything like that. It was a very specific location at a very, very specific time for a very specific reason, you know? And that episode is obviously like the most popular one that's on the channel right now. And even this month it gained like 100,000 views. Like it just keeps going. It's the episode that just keeps going. And yeah, I just think that we've done, well, not together, but I've done Corriganville Park, which the house literally sits on, a couple times. And yeah, I don't know. So we have other episodes that are around that area, but as far as that house goes, probably not, you know. We do want to do more residential homes though. If anybody has a haunted house, let us know. But don't just say it's haunted. You actually have to have like some kind of video or something. Some experience.
No, it's really haunted. Please come. Mandy, do you ever have dreams of locations? So this is something that Jade and I have talked about, because both of us have experienced this. I have this thing where when we're going on an investigation 2 days prior, it's always 2 days prior to an investigation, it will show something from the investigation will show up, whether it's a dream or some sort of encounter. But then after, Jade and I have both have experienced this multiple times, where we will dream about the locations, especially if we had like a connection to them during our time there. We'll have these dreams about them. And gosh, there's to this day, I still have dreams about certain locations. And I have dreams about locations that we haven't even been to yet. And that's always fun when you finally make it to a location like that.
I have a question for everybody in the chat right now, because I genuinely am curious, but what location would you like us to return to if we had to return to one, or just in general, just a location that's like doable, you know? It's not like, I don't know, somewhere in the Arctic or something like that. Because who knows, we might be passing it when we're on our trip.
The Arctic.
Yeah, I don't know why I said the Arctic. That was really random. Um, Mandy, how often do you shut down your third eye? Do you just constantly see spirit everywhere, or do you allow yourself breaks? That's a really, really good question.
Yeah. So okay, so like we use the term like light switch, we're able to turn it off and on whenever we want. However, for me personally, mine is always on. I just kind of turn a blind eye to it, if that makes sense. Like I can't actually
Dim it.
shut mine down. And that's just me personally. I've always been that way. Like I never wanted to close myself off at any point, to the point that now I actually cannot close myself off. And that's fine.
Mhm.
I'm okay with it. But I turn a blind eye. So I just kind of tune it out. So that's my version of shutting it down, is I'll just kind of start disassociating and tune it out. And then when we're ready, I'm like, okay, we're back in, and then I do the same.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
there are some people who can genuinely, like, they will shut it down and they won't get nothing until they turn it back up. And that's, their own preference.
We have Mimi here. Sorry, that was a while ago you posted this, but forgot and have joined late. Is PayPal the better choice? If yes, what's the account again? Both are great. I do prefer PayPal just because it's kind of instant and it doesn't take a percentage off. And the PayPal account is ghostclubparanormal@gmail.com. And there's also a link in the description of this video as well. So really, really appreciate those donations coming in, guys. You don't even know how appreciative we are. I mean, have you ever been to the Winchester Mystery House? No, we have not. But yes, we want to go. We really, really want to go. Tombstone. Thank you, Timothy.
Yes. Please. You guys, my plan is to take Jade on a all-out Arizona trip, because Arizona is like one of my favorite places in the world, and there's so many haunted locations, including Tombstone. So fun. It'll be so fun, Jade.
I think no. Listen, I'm up to go anywhere. Like, don't look at me like I'm not down to go anywhere.
Please.
So sorry. I'm really trying to catch up, guys. You're being so patient with us. So thank you. I'm so far behind on the chat. It's ridiculous.
That's a good idea. Clown Motel.
Clown Motel. Oh my
Motel.
gosh.
No.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I definitely wouldn't stay there if we were to go back. That's for sure.
No. We will be staying at the Ms. Pa.
Yeah, if we ever did go back to the Clown Motel, I would like to investigate the area more. That was an interesting one. What else we got? That was like the longest pause we've ever had.
No, because I was thinking, because I put this one. Christina said that she'd love to see locations revisited with me, that you've been to that I haven't been to.
Wait, what was that? Sorry, I was putting some spooky music on just to fill the silences. I love locations revisited.
But now we can't hear you.
Can you not hear me?
You're so far away.
What?
Oh, now you're back. That was weird.
Oh, so you can hear me okay now?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay. That's good. So we've kind of been doing that a little bit, like to see locations revisited that Mandy wasn't there with Jade. So like, the Washoe Club that we just done was one of them, like revisits. I don't know. Like, let me look on the channel. While you find another question.
Take me home.
Yeah. So Washoe Club.
To the place.
The McIntyre Villa was one that I went to and then brought Mandy to. Garnet House was a place that I'd went to and then brought Mandy to. There's quite a lot. Yeah, there's quite a lot.
Okay.
And then like obviously like Clown Motel. We've done quite a few like redone ones.
Yeah, sing it with me, Scooter Gang. Sing it with me. West Virginia, baby. do that fucking song. Every time that fucking song comes on, it is just like, shut down whatever you're doing, stop, and make sure you sing.
Have you ever experienced a skinwalker? I personally haven't. What about you? Oh, that's right. No, we have talked about this. We have. Yeah. Mandy has. It was on the road, right?
Yes.
Jump out in front of you.
Yes. So scary.
It's pretty spooky. I hope that doesn't happen on our trip. Should we put like a dash cam on? Because we're going to be driving a lot.
We're going to need to.
Because, oh my God, we've never ever talked about this. But remember on the way back when we were in Kansas, back from the Whiteface house, remember all the freaking UFOs that we were seeing in the sky?
Oh, yeah,
We
dude.
filmed it, but we never posted it anywhere.
No.
That was so weird. It was like, what, 4 o'clock in the morning or something, 5 o'clock in the morning. And it was just like it was pitch dark and we're driving in Kansas and it's all flat in Kansas. And the sky was very, very clear. And it was just like these red dots that were like, you would see one like appear out in the distance and then it would be like moving and then it would just like disappear. And then another one would show up like on the other side of the car, like a little bit closer. And it was like, we were like, are we seriously experiencing this right now? All the way back to our hotel, we were seeing them the entire way. And it was, and then sometimes like two would appear and like fly together, then one would disappear, the other one would stay. Yeah, it was weird.
It was so weird. We saw the videos. We'll have to post this sometime and share it because that genuinely just had us scratching our heads for a really long time.
Yeah, well, you posted on your Instagram, I think. Or did you?
No, I never did.
Oh, you never did? Oh.
I know. Who am I?
I know.
Who am I?
Investigate Disney. It will be the happiest investigation. Mystery Man, can I tell you something? Not a big Disneyland fan.
Oh!
Not a big Disneyland fan. Sorry.
She doesn't even watch Disney movies. I
don't. I was gonna try and defend myself, and I was like, you really, really don't. Girl, I'm wearing a Slipknot hoodie or a Slipknot t-shirt. I don't watch Disney.
I listen to Lorna Shore, and I still love Disney movies.
No, sometimes like we'll put a little bit of Disney music on in the car. This is true. If it's really, really late and we're really, really tired and we're coming back from an investigation, been driving for hours, and we're both like falling asleep at the wheel, the only thing that really works is we put on Disney music and we just sing that together in the car. And you wouldn't think that's the only thing. But then every now and then Mandy will put on like a new Disney song and I'm like, what is this?
And I'm like, it's not even that new, but it's so good.
I only want to listen to like original Aladdin. Let's do some Gaston.
Yes. But, fucking Tangled. The Princess and the Frog has an amazing soundtrack. Like, come on.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, Princess and Frog, never seen it. No, Tangled, I've seen it, but yeah, definitely no Disney investigations.
Yeah, Corey Taylor totally watches Disney. That's okay. I just constantly make Disney references and talk to myself most of the time.
The truth is out there.
Yes, Kathy.
Kathy knows what's up. Thank you for your donation, Kathy. So sweet.
Thank you.
So very sweet.
So sweet.
I'm with Jade on Disney. Thank you. Not many people are, especially. Okay, listen. I'm going to be 100% honest, and I'm not trying to single anybody out, but Californian girls love Disney.
Yeah, of course we do. Listen.
No, seriously. Like,
we grew up with unrealistic expectations about life, Jade.
No, genuinely. Like, I think that it's because when you live in Southern California anyway, the place to go is Disneyland. So it's probably like a nostalgic thing for you, right?
Oh, it's the best. Fucking Moana, by the way. Moana, amazing soundtrack. I used to go to Disneyland twice a week, and I would go after work and I would be there till midnight, or actually 1, because if you get on a ride before midnight, so that way you don't have to leave until 1. And I did that for a really long time. And then COVID happened and I lost my pass and I just haven't been able to get back. So it's been very sad.
You're too busy now. You're too busy. You went from Disneyland to like Goldfield Hotel.
I
Pretty
did,
dramatic
though.
change. COVID changed you.
It did. Oh man, good times.
Yes, Fail makes music. Thank you for supporting.
Metal girlies can also be Disney girlies. Somebody said that, and I love that.
They said what?
Metal girlies can also be Disney girlies.
It's true. It's very, very true. Still going through your comments, guys. Thank you so much for sticking by with us. We got 220 viewers now. So appreciate you guys. Let's see.
Yeah, Mount Shasta, definitely.
Let's talk about
Eden, SoCal.
Sorry.
You took his away.
I do that all the time.
Doing that.
I can't multitask.
He paid
so
to
when
talk
you're talking,
to us.
I'm so sorry. This one is important, okay? No Disney movies. It's not. It's just a regular comment.
No, it's okay.
I'm so sorry that I kicked that one off.
Eden SoCal was talking about Mount Shasta and the energy up there, and I think Mount Shasta is insane, and it'd be cool to do something out there, like especially with like UFOs and stuff.
I think I'm a little bit far behind on the chat here because I'm still going through all the Disney comments.
Oh, girl.
Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you. After losing my mom, you two are what keeps me going. Love you both. Do you talk to loved ones on a spirit box at home? Does suicide keep a spirit in that location? Desperate to talk to my mom. Recommended on spirit boxes. First off, so sorry about your the departing of your mom. That's tough. That's really fucking tough.
Yeah.
And I feel for you. So this is a tricky one.
You need to talk about your experience, Mandy.
Yeah, this is a tricky one. So, first off, suicide does not keep any spirit in any location. I'm just going to throw that one out there. Those who unfortunately lose their life to suicide, they cross over to the light just like everybody else. That does not change their path at all. So please know that. I personally have talked to a lot of my loved ones with Spirit Box. I actually just had last week, the day of my papa's funeral. Me and my mom had a conversation via Spirit Box with my papa, which was really, really cool.
In his house.
In his house, which was amazing. The responses, the first thing that he said, we turned on the Spirit Box and we're like, Papa, like, are you okay? And the first thing that came through, clear sentence, full as day, I'm in heaven. And my mom just about broke down and was like, holy shit. Like, because we weren't expecting to hear from him right off the bat like that. And he just said, I'm in heaven. And he was he was giving my mom advice on how to move forward from this. And it was the most insane experience, and that he's going to continue to watch over us. And I mean, you guys, we're talking like full fucking sentences. And
can you say the full thing or no? It's okay if you can, but I just that was the one that gave me shivers, like actual shivers. That response.
Which one? Oh my gosh, there were so many.
I mean, when he was, I don't want to say it for you though, but
oh no, it's okay. No, it's okay because I can't. I'm like,
are you sure? Are you okay?
Yeah.
No. I think you're fine with it. But it was when he said, "I'm in heaven," and then he said, "Don't worry." So you tell it though.
Yeah. No, he had mentioned. So the big thing was that when my papa passed, he had stopped eating prior to his passing, and that was a huge like wrench between my papa and my mom because my mom wanted him to not give up, and he basically it was just like, I'm done eating. Like I'm not going to. My mom was like pushing and he wouldn't, and so that really hurt my mom. But she understood. And then after he said that I'm in heaven, he said, first he said, I'm full. My mom's like, you're full. And he goes, I finally finished a meal. And that was just so fucking insane because it was like, we hadn't seen him eat a meal in almost a month and a half. So it was so special for my mom to hear that. And there was a lot of other things that he said that were just so cool, but that was a really big one. Now, do I recommend it? I will never tell anybody what to do. Like, you guys live your best life. You guys do whatever feels right to you. For me, communicating with my loved ones through a spirit box feels right. But I also have a certain expectation with it. So as long as you understand that, like, they may not be able to come through, and that's okay. If you have a full session and nobody comes through, please don't take that as a sign that they're not there, that they're not with you, and that this isn't working. It's just in that time, they're not able to come through at that time. It happens to me. Sometimes I'll be like, Grandma, where are you? And they won't come through. And I'm like, shit, I missed them at the wrong time, you know?
Yeah, and I'm also a strong believer. They come through when the moment is right. You guys actually saw that unfold. I've talked about it many, many times, but in the witch's cabin, with the spirit talker and my granddad coming through and Wilson arm, like it's granddad, all that stuff just came through so fast, and the bang and the cat balls and everything was happening at once. And it was like he had never came through before in a spirit box or whenever I had done investigations until that moment. And then it was almost but it felt more like, okay, you're ready now, you know. And he has came through after that like a bunch of times, but
oh, totally.
And I feel like
it's when the moment's right. It's when you're in a space to be able to handle it. And you may think you are, but they're like, nah, it's not, today's not the day for you. And that's okay.
Yeah.
You just have to trust that. So I think that if you want to try to contact your mom, I think, you know, if that's what feels right to you, please go right ahead. But also set, you know, at least try to have that understanding going into it, because, you know, I don't want to say like, this is for sure going to happen. You're for sure going to have a loved one come through, because that may not be the case. So just make sure that you go into it with the right intentions and understanding of it, if you're going to do it at home.
And then I also have Courtney Jane. I don't know if you posted this one already. I don't think he did, but and then on that note, oh no, I just got rid of it. I do just want to say that we have more donations in the PayPal account, and the people who donated, Deborah, thank you so much, and Dominique, thank you so much. Huge. Dominique just donated $100 to our
Holy
project.
shit.
Yeah, and Deborah, she donated $50, and that's still a hell of a lot of money. I know that money is super difficult to come by these days. So it's just, again, like, you guys are gonna make this channel so much better. Like, so much better. We can do so much now. Thank you.
Wow.
And trust me, even with the hate and like from the beginning of this episode and everything like that, like, we will never let that control us in what we do or anything like that. It's you guys that like really, really keep us going. So thank you.
Jeez, you guys are amazing.
Yeah, I think this is like the most donations that we've ever had. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Gosh, you guys are so like, that's, I can't even process that. It's really hard to process that.
Yeah. I know. It's crazy. I look forward to Tuesday. You are so much fun. Thank you. We appreciate you so much.
That's nice.
I don't know what Courtney. Oh, Courtney. Oh, please don't put in my donation. Seriously, this is like, we're not donating, shaming anybody, guys.
No,
this
you
is
guys.
not every single person. Thank you so much. There's also a lot of people commented, I think last time, saying like they only put up comments when people donate and stuff like that. That's really not the case. We try our hardest, but of course we have to put the comments up for people who donated, because that's a big deal. You know, it has to be celebrated. Thank you guys. I'm just trying to find some comments just now, though. We'll probably be doing this for like another like 10 minutes or something like that. Have you got another 10 minutes in you, Mandy?
Oh, let's go. My hair is hurting. Really, like, I want to take it down, but I'm ready. Dude, I'll look fucking wild. You guys don't want that. It's so like it, but it hurts. Maybe I will. Oh my god.
Do it. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought. Oh wait, it's not done yet.
Ow. Oh, you know that. Oh, that hurts so bad. Y'all
Imagine
don't
how bad
understand.
Ariana Grande feels when she takes her hair out.
I don't know how people fucking do that all the time. Like, that's crazy. Like, holy moly.
It's a lot, but your hair looked so good today. Diane, thank you, Diane, again. My goodness. My gosh. I need
Oh my
I
god.
need a button that actually plays like, I don't know, a noise every single time somebody
I got you.
bell, like,
I fucking got you. I got you. I'm the queen of this. Hold
no,
on.
go for it.
Look at me with my fucking hair. Okay.
It's totally normal. It looks really good, actually.
Ew. All right, here we go. Will you be able to hear it?
Rodney Kuntz, member for 3 months. Good night and much love. He's already off the chat. I'm so far behind the chat right now. He's already gone. Yeah, Matt Cooper. I don't believe in heaven and hell, but I do believe in the. What do you believe, Matt?
What do you believe in, Matt?
This is gonna stress me out so badly. I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight, Matt. You gotta tell us.
Damn it. Oh, so many people said that they could feel the pain when I took my hair out. You guys, that hurts so bad. I can't need to wash my hair ASAP. What's this? Wait, huh?
I don't have a waha. I don't have your donation isn't showing. Unfortunately. We have Karen who donated, Deborah, and Dominique, who have all donated via PayPal currently. But PayPal might take a second as well. I don't know when you donated, but thank you so much. And then YouTube just I don't know. I feel like honestly at this point I'm surprised that we're even keeping track. Like, this is insanity. So and then guys, I'm trying to find questions, and I'm so sorry if
I just put one up.
Oh, okay. Have you ever had a pet that passed away and came back and visit in a dream? Ooh, not a pet. I've only had like one pet pass away, but he's never visited me in a dream, no. What about you, Mandy?
I have actually.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I have.
So specific.
It was really cool. It was my old man Champ, and I looked down and I was like, well, first it was weird. It was a weird dream. First, Shadow, my childhood dog, was there, and I was like, Shadow, what the fuck you doing here? I'm so happy to see you. And then all of a sudden, I turned around, and then a Champ was standing there, and Champ's my 16-year-old that just passed 2 years ago, and he was just standing there looking at me, and I was just like, you're here, buddy, you made it, like, you're here. And he was so cute, and he was so happy to see me. And then I woke up. Yeah, he was just there. He was just chilling, and it was so cool.
Okay, so Dominique, that's actually Mimi. So thank you, Dominique, for your donation. That was a huge donation, and we love you. We love all of you guys.
Rob, my hair fades to regular blonde very quickly after I get it done. Who's standing behind you, Jade?
I don't know. I have my fish tank. My last fish left. I had 2 fish, Ed and Lorraine. Ed and Lorraine, and I've had them for like 5 years, and finally one of them just passed away. Oh, finally. That sounded so insensitive, but like, they're tiny fish, and I'm actually shocked that they've lasted 5 years. The amount of times that like I went on vacation and like came back and they're just chilling, and I'm like, you guys haven't ate in like 5 days. But usually I buy those little little thingies that you pop in there, and then they just like feed off of them. But sometimes like it looks like it hasn't even been touched, and I'm like, are you guys eating that? But yeah, so I don't know who's actually still survived. I don't know if it's Ed or Lorraine, sadly. But one of them.
That's so
is still
sad.
living.
It's one of them though. It's probably
One of them.
Lorraine. May she live forever.
Yeah. So I've got this massive, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's a pretty big fish tank for literally a tiny little glow tetra. It's a little tetra. So tiny.
It's like this big. Mandy or Jade, any angel visits?
Not recently, no. When my granddad died, I lived with my nana and granddad, and he died when I was 11. And I remember I had a dream, and very, very vivid dream, and I could hear my nana in the kitchen. And my nana, when he passed away, she really, really, really held it together. Like she was so strong. Never saw her cry, nothing like that. And I had a dream and it felt so real that I got out of bed because I could hear a bunch of commotion going on downstairs. And I go downstairs and I see she's the back of her and she's doing the dishes and she's grabbing a plate and she's washing it and she's putting it down, but she's doing it. She's really, really mad and she's slamming the dishes down. And I'm like, Nana, are you okay? And then she just turns around and she starts crying. She puts her head in the dish towel like this and starts crying. Then all of a sudden, this massive golden light just appears from behind her. And I hear my granddad's voice. And he says, just because she's not showing that she's upset, like she is, you have to make sure that she's doing okay too. And I was just like, okay, okay. And I believe that was like this angelic light. And it was my granddad just saying like, please take care of her. And yeah, and that's kind of yeah. And then I lived with my nana after that, like up until I moved over to America. And one of the reasons I always I knew I wanted to move over here, but I didn't want to because I didn't want to leave her. And a big part of that is because my granddad asked me to like look after her, but she was just like, go. Like you gotta travel. That's what all old people say.
No, and they're the best at it too, right? They're the ones like, go live your best life. We already lived ours.
1,000%, yeah.
Somebody did ask, when did you move to the US?
I moved here in 2012, April of 2012. No, I'm doing it again, 2012. Everybody makes fun of me for that. No, 2012. Fuck.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. My accent's barely there. I'm straight from Scotland, moving over here. Yeah. Also, I do just want to say, Brandon, I did get your PayPal. Thank you so much for the $25. Appreciate you.
Holy
so
shit,
PayPal is working. Thank you, guys. I'm just going to keep it up because at this point it's like I really want to shout every single person out that donates through PayPal as well. And Ashley Parker for the $20. Guys, this is insanity. My mind is absolutely blown. I don't know what to do to show our appreciation. So like, guys, if you want us to do anything for you, please let me know, because this is a lot. This is a lot. And I feel bad just talking and all this money coming at us. I don't know what to do with that. So thank you. Thanks, guys. Love you. Jade, you look great. Getting ready for that wedding. Thanks. Thank you, Ashley. Thanks for your sweet words. Come to Wisconsin. Yeah, I'm going through a transformation right now. I've got the dark hair. I'm shedding the weight. I am just trying to be healthier, and I think it's going to be a really fun surprise for everyone. This is what I'm hoping anyway. I think it's going to be a really fun surprise for everyone. When we do this trip in a couple of weeks, we film so many investigations in a row. We can slowly put those out, and I'm going to look the same, right? For like a few months.
Yeah.
And then there's just going to be like one episode like in November where it's like the new episode, and I'm just gonna like come out strutting my stuff. I'm gonna be like a size 8, and I'm gonna have Botox, and my hair's gonna be so long.
Fucking Botox.
I'm gonna look totally
It's gonna be
different.
great. It's gonna be so
Unrecognizable.
cool. Yeah. It'll be your miscongeniality moment, you know?
Yeah. Darker Than Black coming in again strong with that donation.
up?
$10. Thank you. Hey, can you guys please explain earning?
I think he means hearing, or she. I think they mean hearing.
Hearing is left negative, right positive, or vice, because so different forms have different answers. I've been getting a lot, and it's not tinnitus. Oh.
Yeah. This is an interesting one.
Ear
I've
ring.
actually
Yes. Ear ringing.
Yeah.
Like, and okay,
Mhm.
I am so sorry, guys. Wow.
No, it's okay. We're doing the best we can. Do you have any comments on this? Because I've actually never heard of this idea that one is positive and one is negative or anything like that, or energetic.
I've not heard that in particular, but I have a lot of issues with my ears, and I know I don't think anybody knows this, but I was born deaf, and I had to get grommets put in, and I had to go to like speech therapy. I regained my hearing around 3 or 4, and so I've always had issues with my ears, and it's always been a problem. If I edit too long, and if I'm listening to like the spirit box, like a spirit box session for too long, when we're doing like the spirit box, I take my headphones off, and it's like I've been to a concert, and my hearing is like super amplified. I can hear a pin drop from the other side of the house. It's really, really crazy. I like to call it my worst superpower of all time, just the worst superpower of all time. So I have devices that I still use, like the loop earplugs for conversations. They're like specialized for conversations, so they don't block out all the noise, but you can hear somebody close up, and it blocks out like anything in the background, like a fan, or something like that. As far as spiritually goes, no. Like I actually need to look into that because it happens to me often, but again, medical reasons.
Yeah.
What
That's
about you?
interesting. I mean, I've talked about this a couple of times, but for me, like the way that my ears and the ringing and all that stuff, like for me, the ringing was a spiritual experience. Like I was opening up to be able to hear spirits. And it was weird because for the longest time, I was just internal, like clairaudient. So I would only hear voices in my head. And then for about 6 months, my left ear, I had like, it felt like just like this little, like somebody was like in my ear, just kind of itching away at it. And it was the weirdest thing, so much to the point where I was like, I need to go to the doctor. Like, I don't know what's going on. It was uncomfortable. And that happened for about 6 months. And then all of a sudden, the minute that it stopped, I was hearing disembodied voices like nobody's business.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So like, I was like, oh, cool. The pain, like whatever that was, that tickle, that pain, it finally stopped. And then it was like, hello, hi. I was like, oh my God. And it's only in my left ear. And so now that's why I say I hear external audio with my left ear, internal with my right. It's really weird.
Wow.
So for me, that's my thing. So
I didn't know that.
So I don't know much though about like how that works, but but maybe for you, if it's not medically related, not a doctor can't diagnose, but if it's not medically related, if I had to put it to something spiritual, it could be you tuning into the vibration and frequencies around you.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
Yeah. Mystery Man, thank you so much for your $5, making us holler over here. Lol, you can't donate on PayPal. It won't be a mystery anymore. Okay. Okay.
I just wish I knew who he was. What is your name?
So mysterious.
So spooky.
Let's see. I'm going to take a few more questions, and then we're probably going to wrap up. Because we always do this, where I was like, we're going to keep it to like 2 hours, and then we just keep going, and we just keep going. And you guys are amazing, and we love the questions. It really does give us a really good opportunity to just kind of, like, I don't know, like it's just more personal, and I like that. So thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Go on a scooter.
I want to know, Desert Holly, what does this mean? Unless I've missed something. I'm sure the ladies are pretty tight-lipped. Now it's the three of you. Is Mystery Man joined us? Like, is he now?
One of us. One of us. One. Google gobble. Google gobble. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna stop. Hold on. Where was this comment? Where did it go? Hold on.
Oh, this one?
I'm so glad that I could lead to your spiritual experience with Bad Omens. My favorite. Oh,
that's the
one.
T-shirt that Mandy's wearing. In case nobody knows who Noah is, because that's pretty random. Unless you don't know who they are. Bad Omens.
Okay. My favorite song, honestly. I mean, everybody's favorite song is Dethroned, right? Because it's just a fucking classic and it's so good. So Dethroned, but also Nowhere to Go. Just like Nowhere to Go just gets me amped. Gets me pumped. So, yeah.
Jay, do you think your accent will ever change? Yes. I definitely think it will. I was obviously I grew up in Scotland. I had like the thickest, strongest Scottish accent you could think of when I came over here. And then I basically had to train myself to talk a certain way for people to understand me. Every time somebody would say, "What's your name?" I would say Jade. And everybody would think that I was saying Jace. And I was getting called and then I would go, "No, Jada." And then they're, "Oh, Jada." And I'm like, "No, Jade." Like,
Jada.
But it was just the Scottish way I would say my name, and it was just like nobody understood me. And like latte, I always had to. My first job was at a coffee shop, and I remember the manager pulled me aside, and he was like, because I would work the drive-through. And so my first job over here was working at a drive-through coffee shop, and he was like, "You're gonna have to learn how to pronounce your T's because you're confusing a lot of people in the drive-through." And I was like, "Okay." So I would always have to go latte instead of like latte. "Oh, you want a water and a latte?" And they're like, "What?" So it's morphed.
A blockade? What?
It's morphed. Yeah.
That's terrible. I like this one.
Yeah, we were talking about it. If you missed the beginning of the episodes, we were talking about like these pictures that we want to start, like, I don't know what or even on these. Oh, this one. Oh no, I can't show that. Oh my god, spoilers. I'm gonna put these away. That was for the next episode.
You can't say
I'm so stupid.
You can't show it.
Yeah. To be fair, it wasn't like crazy, but there was something weird that popped up on a Polaroid on our next episode, and that's the one that I just showed. But yeah, I think that we should sign those. I also have like a bunch of Ghost Club stickers and stuff like that, and maybe we could do that for before our trip, and just do like little packages or something like that.
Yeah, some little packages, some things, maybe a GCP calendar.
Wait, with our perfume, put a little kiss mark in there.
Kiss mark.
So we should do. I'm so down for that. That would be so much fun. Any other ideas you guys have, let me know.
Thank you, Corey.
Thank you, Corey. You're so freaking sweet. It makes a total of $20 for this live. Dang, we appreciate you.
We're going to be eating good.
Well,
Also,
I'm still gonna be eating keto bread.
no. We're gonna eat well because Jade's on a diet. So that means I'm also gonna be on a diet, which means it's gonna be a lot of protein. So it's gonna be great. Also, can this be the case, Mystery Man? Zach, is that you?
Dude, could you imagine? Mystery Man. Who
Zach, is
are
that you? Let me into your museum, bro.
Dark Raven, trust me, like I really am trying. I have so much editing backdated. But yes, short answer is yes. I'm gonna try and put something out. I don't know, maybe you know what? I'm not gonna do the whole beat around the bush, like, oh, maybe I'll put something out when I don't have an idea. But what I will do is I will film mine and Mandy's road trip that we're doing. Just the travel part, not the investigation part. And I will put together something very raw and just very like, here's our trip.
Yes.
If you want to see that, like that's something that I can do for memberships only. I'm just trying to figure out like in what world am I going to ever have time to film a new
Yeah, no.
members only, you know?
Yeah.
But that's perfect. And yeah, I could just do that on my phone or something like that, and then just upload it straight to members only.
Oh, I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I'll bring my laptop. We're driving, so
I'll bring it.
yeah.
Bring it.
If that's something you guys would like to see, of course, we appreciate our members so much.
Yes.
Would we ever do tours? I mean, I don't know if anybody would come to them, to be honest. I don't know. I really don't think they would. I think it's a fun thought, but I don't realistically.
I just want to do a quick. Yeah, no, I think that if we did something like that, it would have to be a location that could be accessible to a lot of people.
For all the people that are going to show up.
There's going to be so many. There'll be so many.
There's going to be like one person. It's going to be Mystery Man, and we're like,
fucking Mystery Man.
We don't even know who he is because he's such a mystery.
We'll have scooters. Be cool. Hold on, I just want to honor the music for a second. Courtney Jane. The Letdown is such an underrated song. It's so good. I personally like Feral from the album. Makes me so happy. And Day Seeker and Catch Your Breath. Fucking mwah. Chef's kiss. Okay, moving on. Sorry, had to get that out.
Love your tattoos and obsessed with them, Mandy.
Thanks.
Me too.
Thank you. And I want to do a tattoo tour. Tattoo tour. That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Little member video. We could do our tattoo tour. Yeah, we could talk about our tattoos and show them all off and share the stories behind them.
Yeah, we could do that. If you guys are interested in that, please let us know. Just let us know before we go making content that nobody wants to see.
No, that's a stupid idea. Don't do that.
Sorry, I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to get the last of the comments. I mean, like, there's so many comments, guys.
Zach, you could totally be the ghost in the calendar pics. We'll just put a white sheet over you and you can stand there in the corner. It'll be pretty cool.
I really want to take Mandy to Edinburgh, and I really want to take her to the vaults as well. That's where I grew up, literally right on top of the vaults. Pretty crazy stuff.
Wait, what are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about? Somebody said that they heard a man's voice, and then they were like, yeah, what was that deep sound? They heard it.
Oh,
said hey or something. Not again. Okay, hold on though. Last time we were able to debunk it because we debunk things.
Guilty.
Maybe it was me.
Guilty of debunking.
That was roughly around 10:58, 10:57. 10:57, 10:56. Do 10:56 to 10:58.
10:56
p.m. That's our time right now. Oh my gosh.
Okay. I'll figure that out. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll look into that because the last time when it sounded like a hey, it was like we were both talking at the same time, and I said yeah. and it sounded like for some reason on my microphone like it wasn't picking my voice up, and then you just heard like a hee. That's what happened.
We don't want to do that again.
No. Thank you, Mystery Man, not Zach, who I donate more than 36. Hey, listen, $36 is still 36 more dollars. I was going to say that I don't have, but I guess now we do have, Mandy. So thank you again.
Thank you.
Mystery Man sounds like something Zach would say. All I'm saying, Mystery Man, is we are on to you.
I see you, bro. I see you.
You should do tattoos on the road trip. Oh, like we should get tattoos on the road trip? Film that for members only. That's a good idea. We got it, right?
Itching. That's a great fucking idea. In fact, well, hold on. We're going to be in some really remote areas.
That's all of our donation money right there, because tattoos are so
Not
expensive.
if we keep it small. We'll only spend like, you know what? I'm going to fucking do it. I'm going to do it, you guys. I'm going to do it. Stay tuned.
What would you get done, though?
I have no idea. I'll pick it on the spot when I get there. I have a calf that's dedicated to just like random flash tattoos. So that's where I'll go.
Okay. I have a whole arm dedicated to shit tattoos that
there
I don't
we go.
think through.
Yes.
I'm dead. I would totally get one.
It was right after we asked if Mystery Man was Zach. Okay. It was Mandy laughing. It was probably me laughing.
It says here Jade's mic's making her voice a little deep for a while, but now only at certain times.
How do I sound? Do I sound good?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Do I sound crisp? Am I loud? I can't tell.
Maybe we should. I don't know. Honestly, if I was to get a tattoo, I would probably just let everybody else decide what they want me to get a tattoo of.
That's ghost on a motherfucking scooter?
Okay, well, not stupid.
That's stupid. That's fucking dope. A cherub on a scooter, Jade?
Oh yeah, I wanted to get a cherub tattoo. Not on a scooter though. Come on, Mandy. I've got a stupid tattoo. I can't tattoo a scooter. I'm so sorry, guys. I cannot. I can't.
We can't do matching tattoos because that's bad luck. So we have to do something different.
I think I'll probably just get the GCP logo.
They said that there's a tattoo artist in. Oh, we're not going to be near Oklahoma. What kind of? But not really. Can't tell you. You don't know. You don't know.
We're so over. We've gone so over, guys. I'm so sorry for this. I think it's about time to wrap up, though. Let me turn this music off real fast. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Again, we appreciate you more than you know. And please, another thing, like you guys haven't done enough, especially sticking around this long. But another thing that we would love for you guys to do, and this is going to help us a lot. We're really trying to shoot for 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and that is a ton of subscribers. We're already shooting up, like we're doing really, really well on YouTube right now. Like we're getting like 100 or a couple hundred a day, which is freaking unheard of. In the 5 years that I've been doing this, that's unheard of. But we need a little extra push. So that being said, we would love if you have social media, tag us. We'll repost whatever you tag us in, and just try your hardest to just share. And we would really, really, really appreciate that. That being said, we have an investigation next Tuesday. I am going to try my hardest to edit because I barely edited it, but I will have it out for you guys next Tuesday. So if you haven't joined the premiere, which I'm pretty sure most of you have, then come along, join the premiere. It's so much fun, just as fun as it is chatting right now. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. We're going to be investigating the Patterson house. It was a very interesting night, and yeah, I think you guys are going to enjoy it. Definitely going to keep some debunking in there. So hopefully you guys enjoy that part. Yeah,
it'll be fun.
Mandy, you got anything to say, Mandy?
just that I love you all so much. And I'm so grateful. And I just cannot imagine my life without everybody in it. I'm so fucking grateful. I don't know. I want to
Yeah.
cry. I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, I think this is it's very like it's a lot for us because this live started off very weird, awkward, something that I didn't want to touch on, but also we're allowed to have a voice too, right? And then it turned into just all this love and all this support and the donations, crazy, and just for that, like it's really, really, really nice. It's really, really nice. Thank you guys.
Yeah, I love you. So yeah, till next time. We'll see
And go
you all
subscribe.
soon.
Go subscribe to Kindred's Paranormal. They're at
Kindred
420,
Paranormal.
baby.
And hold on. Back it up. Back it up. Terry, put it in reverse. Okay, Gaga Dreams hit 200 subscribers.
Nice.
Nice. Keep going. Keep shining.
Amazing. It literally keep going. I never thought that Ghost Club would ever get to 70,000, never mind 100,000, you know? And again, the key is to completely be yourself. If you look at my older episodes, like there's something off. You know, it's still me, but there's something slightly off. And it was because I was a little bit uncomfortable. I was just trying to like understand how talking to a camera works and things like that. And just the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it, the harder you work at it. You might have to make some crazy freaking sacrifices sometimes. But it's all worth it in the end, especially when you have such an amazing community. And that's the best part about YouTube is building a community. So definitely stick at it, guys. Yeah. All right.
Scooter gang. Scooter gang.
Well, Scooter gang. See you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.